The NFC Championship game is just a half-ish hour away from getting going. I am Tom Downey, producer Chris behind the scenes for what will be the Niners-Lions NFC Championship game. Of course, the Chiefs-Ravens game is still ongoing, so we'll cover that for the final 2-ish minutes here of this. 2.5 to go here. It's 1st and 10 Chiefs, as Pacheco's going to lose a half yard on that one following another personal foul on the Ravens where he just ran right over, Roquan Smith ran right through the defender or the offensive lineman. So, I mean, yeah, that's going to get flagged more often than not. Ravens down to 1 timeout, 2:23 to go. If you are a Lions or Niners fan, who would you rather play? R for the Ravens, C for the Chiefs. Sound off for me in the comments section of today's show. We will get to the NFC Championship game once we get there, and then eventually we'll have that game. We'll do our pregame shows. There's still 2:25 to go in this one. The Ravens have a chance of getting the ball back with like maybe a minute 40 to play, down by 7, so it's not over yet. Although one more first down here certainly would end it. It would be a long way to go for the Ravens as well. Who would you rather play? R for the Ravens, C for the Chiefs. Timon the Buckeye spamming in his C. By the way, Timon, your Browns just hired Ken Dorsey as their new offensive coordinator, which seems significant for you guys. I'm sure Pete will have a video for you in a little bit. Ravens call their final timeout. It's 3rd and 9, so you can get it down to the 2-minute warning, which means the Chiefs might be a little bit more inclined to pass here, because you're only going to cost yourself 15-ish seconds from that perspective. So, who would you rather play? R for the Ravens, C for the Chiefs. Feels like this next play is going to be a quick pass to Kelsey or Rashee Rice. Got to be one of those two you would expect from that perspective. Let's see what the Chiefs do here. First down ends the game. Would be their 4th Super Bowl in the last 5 years, which is unbelievable sustained success. 3rd team all time to do it. Patriots and the Bills, which we won't talk about, because it did not go very well for Buffalo, tragically. Mahomes, straight drop back, takes a shot downfield. MVS makes the catch. Ball game. Chiefs win. I did not have Marquez Valdez-Scantling showing up with the game-icing deep ball. Got behind Arthur Maulet, makes a kind of falling backwards catch. Well, that was a fun way to ice that game. Chiefs have to kneel down a couple times, and they will head to the Super Bowl once again, putting into shambles the Super Bowl logo conspiracy. Which, by the way, one of the ones you keep claiming for was the Bengals-Rams one, which, like, saying the yellow was there, which, like, it really wasn't a yellow. It was kind of more like an orange still. I didn't really buy it. Anyway, I digress. Today's show is made possible, today's live stream, I should say, is made possible by Prize Picks. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. The link will be in the comment section and the description of today's show. You're going, what's Prize Picks? Prize Picks is the fun and easy way to play daily fantasy sports, including, but not limited to, the ability to do playoff games as well. You got NBA, of course, mixed in there. Here was my championship game Prize Pick slate. I did have more than Gus Edwards rushing yards. I felt good about that one. The Ravens had to not run the ball at all. They had 6 carries between their backs. Edwards had 3 for 20. He actually ran the ball pretty well. He just didn't get involved there, which stings. Flex play keeps you alive, though. Isaiah Pacheco had the half receiving yards, so that he got 19. Now I'm banking on Sam Laporta, 47.5 receiving yards, and Brock Purdy more than 268.5 passing yards. Daily fantasy made easy with Prize Picks. You pick 2 to 6 players, stat projections, more than, less than. Watch those winnings, hopefully, roll in for you guys. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. Links in the comment section and the description of today's show. Over now to the NFC Championship game. We still got, we're We're going to go with the kickoff time of 6:30 Eastern. Last week, it was more like 6:40 Eastern. So over under 6:35 as the kickoff time, we shall see. The Niners at home are a 7.5-point favorite. The over-under sit at 52.5. You guys can do the math on what that over-under projection ends up sorting out to be there. Both these teams have fantastic offenses. The Lions, the number 5 scoring offense this year. Fun creativity from Ben Johnson. The Niners, the number 3 scoring offense. All those playmakers. Shanahan does a fantastic job as well. The defense, though, this is the big difference between these two teams. Defense, the scoring defense, I should say, for the Niners is number 3. The scoring defense for the Lions is number 23. A 6-ish point per game difference that is sizable and substantial that could very well determine who comes out on top and who, unfortunately, does not come out on top in this one. We also have a fun Super Chat menu for you guys on today's stream. We'll revisit this once the majority of the AFC Championship audience comes in here in, a couple minutes once that stream ends. Any super, we will give you guys a shout out. $5, we'll talk about your team, even if it is not related to the game at hand here. $10, it's a custom jersey. Raffle entry, we will give away a custom jersey. Could be, if you want to make it a customized player one, that's fine too. Maybe you want to make it your name, whatever. Whatever team, by the way, not just limited to the teams playing today. That's $10 to enter the raffle. Again, we'll revisit this later on in today's show. We'll also have free entries as part of today's show. $20 is the hot potato beer bong. Every quarter, myself or producer Chris will do a beer bong. It is up to you to determine who ends up getting it. It'll start with a different person each quarter. I'll start with it. You want to make Chris do it? $20. If you want to specify me doing it, that's fine too. I can hold on to it. $50 instant beer bong on demand. We are also doing the Venmo 50/50 raffle today. $10 to enter. Just Venmo me at $10. We'll do a split the pot style. I will make note, some of the other YouTube channels have had issues with super chats. So if for some reason things are not coming through, whatever, it's a YouTube bug, Venmo also applies. You want to do hot potato? Just specify in the Venmo that you want to make it that. So $10 to enter or whatever from that perspective. As the Chiefs have won officially now the AFC Championship game, who you got in the NFC Championship game? 4 for the 49ers, L for the Lions. Get those votes in. Chris, I left my phone on my desk. Can you get it? Because I do kind of need that for the Venmos. So thank you. Who do you have winning? Not who you want to win. Who do you have winning in this one? 4 for the 49ers, L for the Lions, as the Chiefs' defense really played some lights-out football in this one. Frankly, both defenses did. Mahomes was 39 passes for 241 yards. Lamar was 37 for 272. The runs were not great. They really should run the ball more. I think the Ravens should. I think that was a mistake in their game planning. Thank you, Chris. Any Venmos? I doubt it, but got to check it off the top here. Make sure I didn't miss anything when they first came through. We're good. We're good. Who do we got? 4 for the Niners, L for the Lions. Now, we will be playing it since we have a Lions stream that's live right now, and we have a Niners stream that is live. We'll go more of the unbiased, call it like we see it, not cheering for one side or the other. Straight man, if you will, from that perspective, which I think makes it entertaining. We'll have some fun. From that perspective. But who you got? 4 for the Niners, L for Lions. Also the pin poll on today's video, which right now has the Lions winning, which I will say I'm a bit surprised by. Maybe that's some hopeful optimism from that perspective. But we'll see. We shall see. John Wayne Cossey says L, or Casey, however you pronounce it, my friend. KD says L, says go Lions. And for Lixity and Void Flames, typing in their 4s for the San Francisco 49ers. Here's what to watch for in this matchup with 15-ish, allegedly, minutes until kickoff in this one. Number one thing is how these two quarterbacks play. Now, I think we would pretty much all agree that the other game, Chiefs-Ravens, had the better two quarterbacks. Doesn't mean that Brock Purdy and Jared Goff have not been impressive so far this season. Both guys have had successful seasons this year. That's a big reason why their teams are where they're at this stage. Brock Purdy completed a very nice 69.4% of his passes, 4,280 yards, 31 touchdowns, 11 INTs. Frankly, it actually doesn't look that different than Jared Goff's numbers this year. 67.3%, 4,500 plus yards, 2 of the league leaders in passing yards, good touchdown to interception ratios as well. But if you had to pick one of these two guys to be your quarterback in the Super Bowl, who are you picking? BP for Brock Purdy or JG for Jared Goff? Get those votes in for me in the comments section as we welcome in a large portion of the AFC Championship game audience. As Allie Barefoot and Coop were live for that game. We have about 15, we think, minutes away from kickoff of the NFC Championship game. Myself, Tom Downey, and producer Chris behind the scenes for today's stream. Happy you guys stuck around from the AFC Championship game into our NFC Championship game stream. Pick your quarterback. Derzilla just says no. You got to pick one. Them's the rules, folks. You got to pick one. BP or JG. Chances for both guys to really go down as build their legacy. That was kind of a weird talking point for the Ravens-Lamar game of legacy stuff. I don't think that they worry about legacy in and of itself. They worry about, can I get to a damn Super Bowl? Which becomes your legacy, but it's not like the legacy is what you're thinking of. Jared Goff has. Trying to make it further. Trying to make the only quarterback to get the Lions to one, right? Comments here. T-Dog says Goff. Mark Ryan says Goff. Borse says Purdy. Gaming Wizard says Purdy as well. Gabriel says, you won't believe what I'm doing right now. I don't think I want to know what you're doing if that's how you're leading into it, my friend. All right, here's what to watch for number 2. Can both of these teams generate pressure? These quarterbacks, as most quarterbacks do, to be fair, have a tendency to struggle under pressure. Brock Purdy can do some of the Iowa State Purdy moments of just getting a little bit reckless out there. Jared Goff has historically been not nearly as good under pressure so far this season. Can guys like Nick Bosa get going for the San Francisco 49ers? Can their interior defensive line take advantage of kind of a banged-up Lions interior offensive line? Is it a Chase Young or Randy Gregory surprise performance? For the Lions, is it Aiden Hutchinson and somebody else emerging and taking over and getting some pressure moments? So they're going to bring some fun blitzes, try to get home and do kind of what the Ravens did and force some of those explosive plays on defense. The Niners are going to get their explosive plays on offense. They're going to. How do you maximize it from your own team's perspective? Folks, every 100 likes on today's show will be a beer cheers, a big old chug once we get there. Every time we get there. Bad news, I also got to grab a beer. I may have been unprepared today. I don't know. Got leaving my phone and beer everywhere. Anyway, every 100 likes today is a beer cheers on today's show. We have well over 300 people watching with about 12-ish minutes to go here until kickoff. So get to 100 right now. I think we have the ability to do so. So like that video if you haven't already. Thank you, Chris. Free beer cheers. Oh, nice and cold too. Dang, that's almost too cold. It's the not a sponsor. Oh, what did we go with this? It was Soft Valley Don't. That's what it was. Not a sponsor alcohol here. Hit that like button if you haven't already done so. All right, what to watch for? Number 3. Can these running games help? And or can they really go above and beyond helping? The last game we just watched, that AFC Championship game, I wouldn't say there was that much run game help. Isaiah Pacheco, 24 carries, 68 yards. Gus Edwards, 3 carries, 20 yards. Now, there's sticking to it maybe a little bit too much and not sticking to it enough from those two perspectives. These teams have had more success running the ball with their backs all season long. For starters, there is the potential NFC Offensive Player of the Year. Christian McCaffrey had a fantastic season despite, not really playing in a game and a half, we'll call it, down the stretch, whatever. 2,000-plus scrimmage yards this season, 272 carries, 67 catches. I suspect I'll be saying McCaffrey first down a lot in this particular game from McCaffrey. He's a dynamic football player. he'll be a big factor in what the Niners want to do on offense. The Lions' run defense has been pretty good this year. Kind of faltered a little bit last week. We'll see if they can recover from that performance. Meanwhile, the Lions have had success with their two-headed ground game attack. There's Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. It's lightning and thunder, you know? Gibbs is the explosive, can go the distance anytime he touches the ball moment player. David Montgomery is more of your battering ram runner, the first-round pick, and a semi-highly paid back. And free agency market was actually pretty decent for him in terms of running back contracts. It's really kind of cratered over the past calendar year or so. 24 touchdowns combined between those two players, darn near up at the 400 carry mark. Actually, they passed that 400 carry mark and approaching 300 total touches this year between those two players. Both those guys, very, very dynamic pieces. I had to sneeze. Wow, that's embarrassing. Never happens to me. Sorry, guys. Happens to me one at a time on air, by the way. One at a time that's happened. Andrew, Lamar Prescott played a great game. It's a funny dig. I wonder how different this story would be if Zay Flowers doesn't fumble the ball on the half-yard line. That changes the game. Now, Lamar did turn it over twice, and that matters. I think that felt like a lot of times he was pressing a little bit. I thought the Ravens should have run the ball more. They really came out in an all-out aerial attack outside of Lamar carries. They ran the ball 8 times, 2 with Zay Flowers, 3 with Hill, and 3 with Edwards for not good results. The defense played well enough for Baltimore. That Chiefs defense just had their number all game long. So I frankly, I would give a lot more credit to the Chiefs defense. Spagnuolo has done an incredible job this year. Like, they don't allow 30-point games. They rarely allow 24-point games. He has lost the narrative battle again because teams just First Take's going to have some fun with it. They'll talk more about the losing teams than they did the winning teams, as they always have a tendency to do. But defense, I think, was the story of that real game. I thought that was a very impressive performance by the defenses. All right, score prediction time. Niners versus the Lions. Who you got winning? We are, in theory, inside of... Oh, you changed it to the... You changed... Oh, they're doing the 40 again? God. F Fox in the comments section for once again doing that whole ridiculousness of we're going to say the game starts at 6:30. Kickoff's actually at 6:40. So we got time to do shout-outs here. Score predictions. Niners versus the Lions. Reality Cowboy says Niners 30, Lions 21. Micah Gibson says Niners 38-21. Billy Egan says Lions by 3. Shane Soba says 31-24 Lions. Ravens fan says Lions. Sorry, bud. Out Island Cinema says 23-19 Lions. A lot of Lions comments in there. I wonder how much of that is hopeful optimism versus what thinks going to happen. I will say I did not put any money down on this game in order to stay unbiased, centralized on just not cheering for a team. I did take the Chiefs money line though today. So if I were betting, I would have put it on the 49ers, but I will not be betting today because that's just lame. That's just lame. T-Dog says 28-21 Lions. Fresh Finn 72 says Niners 31-28. Mark, Niners 43, Lions 38. Oh boy, that's gonna be fun. That would be an electric football game. You know, the Chiefs-Ravens game began as an all-timer and then went into defensive lockdown mode. There were 21 points scored on the first 4 drives. After that, it was, let me do the math here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, not counting the kneel down, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 drives, 3 points. A defensive masterclass by, frankly, both sides down the stretch. Chiefs did not score in that football game after the 10-minute mark of the second quarter. Now, the Ravens scored, their, of course, issue was that they scored 3 points after the first quarter. But defensive masterclass, maybe we get some more scoring in this one. KD says Lions 27-21. Go Blue says 24-20 Lions. Confused Cupcakes, elite name, Lions 34, Niners 21. And Off-White Whoop says 31-10 Niners. By the way, the Niners are at home out at Levi's Stadium. All right, what to watch for number 4? I'm hoping for more offense because offense is fun. There are playmakers galore in this football game on both sides of the ball. We mentioned the ground games, right? Gibbs, Montgomery, and McCaffrey. The Lions have aerial playmakers too. Amon-Ra St. Brown, praise the sun god, is one of the best, not just slot receivers, best receivers in the game right now. 119 catches, 1,500 yards, 10 touchdowns. They have explosive playmaker Jamison Williams, who's been, he's a streaky player. That's fine. Josh Reynolds can make some plays, and you'll see him out over the middle too. Sam Laporta playing through what looked like a really bad knee injury. He's fine. 86 catches, 889 yards, and he's for a rookie, a first-year tight end, putting up numbers we don't normally see at that position. He is a dynamic threat that the Lions will count on just because of the way that the Niners have some better interior middle of the field pieces than other teams have. It's a tougher matchup there. And the Niners go 3 deep at playmaker, not including McCaffrey. Brandon Ayuk, because there's so much love for other guys we'll get to in a moment, Ayuk sometimes gets overlooked. 75 catches, he's averaging almost 18 yards per catch, 7 touchdowns. He has gotten better each year as a route runner. He's an after-the-catch nightmare, can go do contested catch stuff. With the Lions' weakness in the secondary, you're putting someone on Debo, is it Cam Sutton or Kindor Vilder on Brandon Ayuk. That is a matchup that favors the Niners every single time. That pass defense for Detroit is a very real concern for me. I think this could be a really big game for the Niners playmakers on offense. George Kittle is up over 1,000 yards again this year. 65 catches, 6 TDs. He's been an electric playmaker every chance he gets. He can block better than most tight ends can as well, so it makes him a true, complete tight end. Deebo Samuel, meanwhile, 37 carries. He offers some ground game abilities. 60 catch, 89 yards, up over 1,000 total yards this season. He's playing through injury. He's not going to protect. He says he's not going to protect anything. He's going to play to win, which I absolutely respect. Deebo, Ayuk, and Kittle against what I would call a fairly shaky Lions back 7. That's a matchup that favors San Francisco. I have my concerns about whether or not the Lions can find a way to win these games, to hold on defensively. And I think if I were Detroit and I were defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn, I would try to be really aggressive. I would bring pressure packages. I would do disguised coverage stuff. I do zone blitzes. The Niners are going to get explosive plays. If the Detroit defense can make some of their own turnovers, sacks, TFLs, etc., that will help them out significantly when they don't have the same horses on defense the Niners do on offense. Now, who do you think is the best player on either side of the ball for either team in this game? A lot of routes you can go. Who is the best player in today's game? Then we'll go through our Super Chat menu. Then we'll do the free entry here. Best player out there. I'll give some shout-outs here. I think I'd go Trent Williams. The Niners left tackle would be my answer. Shane and Donald immediately say Christian McCaffrey. Not a bad answer there either. Mark said you take a beer every time I mentioned Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl. I don't want to die, though. Maybe they'll dial that back a little bit, but probably not. McCaffrey in there from KD. Fresh Finn says McCaffrey as well. T-Dog says Jahmyr Gibbs. It's a fun pick. Best player in this game, Mark says McCaffrey. Jenny says Brandon Ayuk. Here is today's Super Chat menu. I will make note that some have had issues with Super Chats. Obviously, Andrews came in, so hopefully the YouTube side bug has been fixed. If for whatever reason the Supers aren't working, Venmo at Welcome Downey also works as well for you guys. Any Super, a shout out. $5 to go more in depth and talk about your team. $10 Super Chat is your raffle entry into a custom jersey. It can be any team, your name on it. We'll get you hooked up with a customized NFL jersey. That's $10 for the raffle entry. $10. Pretty damn good deal, depending on how many end up getting there. So again, $10 is a free raffle entry into the custom jersey giveaway. $20 for playing hot potato each quarter. I begin with the beer bong for the first quarter. Every $20 it goes to Chris or it goes to me. Whoever ends with it at the end of the quarter has to do the beer bong. We will also do on-demand beer bongs as needed, $50 for that one. We'll make them jungle bongs too, because that's more fun on the fly here. $50, it means you take the beer and add a shot into it, or a generous pour on that front. So that's our Super Chat Man today. Hopefully we can have some fun on today's live stream. The 50-50 Venmo, also ongoing in today's game. $10 to enter at What Going Downey. It is up to you guys how many we go for. What did I go for last week? We went for like $50, something like that. Oh, I have it pulled up here. It was 40. Looking at the transaction right now. Duncan won last week, took home $40. $10 to enter the Venmo 50-50 raffle. First person who does it, I'll give a free entry to. So you'll double your odds. We do need, of course, 3 to run it, however. Now, whoever comments the most in the next 60 seconds does get a free entry into the custom jersey raffle. It is at the choice of producer Chris to win the free entry into the custom jersey raffles, whoever decides it. So spam whatever you want to. Could just be A, B, C, D, F, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoever comments the most in the next 60 seconds, so get into about a minute to go to kickoff here, gets the free entry into the jersey raffle. Again, $10 gets you in as well. This is one of several free opportunities, though, to get that raffle entry here. And we'll give some shout out. Actually, I won't give shout outs. That might influence producer Chris too much. I don't want to give it away. I see who it is. I see who's in there, but I don't want to give it away too much from that perspective. I don't want to blow it for Chris. And then it's always rigged. They always accuse Chris of rigging it anyway. If you type in rigged, actually not a bad idea, because it does tend to get his attention a little bit more there. So 5 more seconds left for the free jersey entry. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Producer Chris, who you got?
This one was very close. There's a couple people in there that were going crazy, and I appreciate that. The first one's going to go to FreshFin72.
FreshFin72. We have several more chances later on today to get entered. Also, $10 gets you into the raffle entry anyway. So we appreciate that, folks. Let's move on to what to watch for number 5 with 7-ish minutes to go, give or take here until kickoff of this one. I'm very curious to see who attacks middle of the field best. Both these quarterbacks are not shy of doing that. Purdy and Goff are willing and able to go over the middle of the field, especially when the pocket and the supporting stuff around them is kept clean. So who has the more success there? I would lean towards the Niners. The Lions have Brian Branch, who I adore, as kind of a nickel safety hybrid player. But their linebacking core, Alex Anzalone, Derek Barnes, then it's first-round pick Jack Campbell, by the way, who the Lions draft class has worked out pretty well. Gibbs has had a very productive year. Laporta and Branch were home run selections in round 2. Campbell has not been that great. He just kind of like skates along with the rest of the top 4 guys. But he's been fine enough. He's just been their number 3 linebacker. Maybe they tried different things today with what the Niners do on offense, but we shall see. Folks, every 100 likes is a beer cheers on today's show. We are we're 1 away from 69, by the way. Very nice. 1 like away from 69. That would then be 31 away from 100 on that front. So every 100 likes, we will do a big beer cheers for you. If we get there before kickoff of the game, which we should be able to, I will do 2 because I am thirsty. And there are no more Cowboys games, so I've got room for in the liver to handle a little bit more than I might normally do. So like that video before today's show begins, and the game begins in 5.5-ish minutes, give or take, just inside of 6. Raul Tejada, thank you, my friend, says, who agrees Fox should fire Greg Olsen? He sucks. So several things. A, I actually don't get to hear much of Greg Olsen. Outside of like maybe 3 weeks a year the Cowboys are on Fox, normally with Greg Olsen. Or I'm doing a game that is at the same time on a different network. So there's like maybe 2 or 3 times a year I get to like listen to the non-primetime broadcast crew. Those games I've heard, I don't think they're that bad. I think there's a lot of like good football nitty-gritty insight he offers. Now, again, it seems that many Cowboys fans hate him. I also know some Cowboys fans turn on Romo and Aikman too. It's just kind of how it goes, is what it is. You guys would know more than me because I don't get to hear him that much. So you can sound off for me in the comments alongside Raul. All right, the 49ers players to watch. Got to move that apostrophe, by the way, to after the S. 2 offensive linemen I've got my eyes on in this one. It's the tackles. It's Trent Williams, who is an awesome, even though he's aging, still one of the best at his position at left tackle. He's got a big game against him. Meanwhile, Colton McKivitz has kind of been a weak point on this Niners offensive line all year long. He'll probably get a bunch of matchups on Hutchinson. What the Lions like to do on defense is design one-on-one matchups for Hutchinson. You know, they'll overload the left side of the offensive line, make the help go that way, give Hutchinson those one-on-one as much as possible. You know, free him up with kind of showing some weird blitzes. So that is a match that does not favor San Francisco in their offense. One of the few that I think does not favor the Niners on offense. The Lions' interior O-line is very banged up. You know, Jonah Jackson is out. That's going to be Coyote Owasika. I think I got that right. If not, I'm sorry. He's going to be in there at left guard. Frank Ragnow's playing through all of the children's head, shoulders, knees, and toes injuries. Eric Armstead is primed for a potentially big game. Can he step up and deliver? Deommodore Lenoir, since moving inside to nickel corner, has really upped his game for this team. He has been impactful. Taking over for Isaiah Oliver. The Lions are probably going to use a lot of 3 receiver sets with, you know, only one other healthy tight end. It's kind of Anthony Ferguson. It's a very thin group right now. Lenoir's got to play well. Dre Greenlaw, we talk about Fred Warner a ton as he's one of the best linebackers in the game. Greenlaw, though, is also damn good. Is he going to get Laporta? Is he going to get Gibbs and Montgomery? The Niners linebackers make life very challenging on opposing offenses because they're instinctual and fast. That combination puts them in really good spots 9 times out of 10. Can the Lions and their misdirection motion offense trick them? We shall see. The Lions players to watch, again, we kind of mentioned that interior of the offensive line. Center and the right guard. Ragnow's banged up. It's a backup in there at left guard. Can they run the ball? Do they try to run the ball to the right side more? Do they try to kind of stay away from those guys? Or are they pulling guys from right to left? Are they getting Graham Gasol and Penei Sewell on the move a bit more than maybe they previously have? Are they doing screens and stuff? We'll find out. Aleem McNeil, by the way, I think is one of the more underrated players in this game. He's a really impactful defensive tackle. I've loved his play since he was coming out of college. Was one of my guys that draft class. Several Lions guys were my guys in this class. Brian Branch, by the way. I tried to tell him. Top 10 player for me in this past season's class, and he constantly makes plays. Tackles, TFLs, forced fumbles, INTs. He is always around the football. He will be counted on in a major way against the Kittles, the Debos, the Ayuks to a certain extent, and the McCaffreys. He has to play a big game. Alex Anzalone, when healthy, has been a solid linebacker. Been made up a lot in his career. It was Derek Barnes who made the big play last week. Is it Double A's turn? We shall see. Inside of 2 minutes to go from Jotman, a $2 super chat says, "What's up, Tom? Who you got?" I will say, I intentionally avoided putting any money on the money line or spread in this game because I didn't want to be cheering for anyone. Thought about doing the over because points are fun to cheer for, but I didn't want to go that route. I think the 49ers will win. I just think they're a better team. The offenses are both great. I think the Niners have too many horses on defense relative to what the Lions have on defense. So I'm going to lean with the 49ers. Who do you guys have? 4 for San Francisco L for Detroit. Vote in the comment section right now. I will make note, 52% of the audience got the Lions in this one. That makes it entertaining. We are 17 likes away from 100 likes on today's show. I said it'd be 2 big old beer cheers if we got there before kickoff. There's 400 plus people who have not liked the video right now. So we should be able to get there in just a moment. If you haven't already, please like today's video. It's free, it's simple, it's easy, and it allows us to continue to grow here at Chat Sports. Keep the lights on. We added more studio space. We can do more watch parties, do more videos for you guys. I appreciate it if you would like it. We're 2 away, Chris. I'm feeling good about that one. I'm feeling good about it. It's not there for me. There it is, 103. 2 big old beer cheers. Bottoms up. 1 and 2. Thanks, guys. About half the beer gone. All right, the Niners here set to kick things off to begin the game. Lions back deep to return it then. Off-white whoops has got to earn my like. All right, you know what? I respect it. I would say you could always take it away, but hey, it's fine. All right, keep the votes coming. Who you got? 4 for the Niners, L for the Lions. The extra long little pregame intro. Yeah, 6:30 kickoff East Coast, my butt. It's not how it works. So Jake Moody on for the kick here for San Francisco. Kicks it away, and that will be a touchback several yards deep in the end zone. It was Craig Reynolds back on the return. So the Lions on the road in the all-whites out on offense. The Niners in the red and gold shirt and pants on defense. Reynolds, Williams, Laporta, Amon-Ra, St. Brown, and Montgomery out there on offense. By the way, I will make note, they've got Graham Gaslow at right tackle as expected. It's the same offensive line we thought we would be mentioned pregame. So Goff barks out some signals here against the 4-man front for San Francisco. Tight formation right. They're going to motion Laporta from right to left. Toss right to Montgomery. Montgomery behind Sewell is going to get 4, maybe 5 yards on that one. Charvarius Ward, the nearest man on the tackle. 2nd and 6, just outside the 30 coming up here. They'll keep the same. They'll swing out Jamison Williams, bring in Anthony Ferksker, the only other tight end on the game day roster today. They'll go single back set, Goff under center. Going to motion Ferksker in line here too. Hand off to Montgomery. Up to Montgomery, gets past the 40. Montgomery spins to the 45. First down Lions. Type in those ones as David Montgomery, and just a simple, well, let's see if this is duo or not. I think it was duo up the middle. I still can't quite identify duo versus inside zone the way the smarter coaches can. I think that was duo run. The way they kind of spaced it from both sides and their feet kind of indicate it. Either way, 1st and 10 to the 44. 2 receivers right. Tight end comes in motion. Goff play action. Boot left. Finds Laporta. Laporta past midfield and gets the first down and a little bit more. Dre Greenlaw on the tackle. It's another first down Lions. You can type in those ones again. Ball now into 49ers territory here. At San Francisco's 42. Goff now in the shotgun. Tight end way wide to the right. Coming in motion is Ferksker. Reverse. Williams on the reverse. Cuts it upfield. He's loose past the 30. Foot race 20. 15, 10 on his feet. He's in. Jamison Williams. Reverse touchdown. Lions strike first. 13-18 to go in the first quarter. Lions up 6-0. A flawless opening drive. Jameson Williams stays on his feet amid some contact balance and scores. He cut it up, had some nice blocking. Couple guys got their arms on his jersey, and Williams stays on his feet, outraces everybody for a 42-yard reverse touchdown. It's extra point time for Detroit, and it is good. An opening drive for the Lions that goes 4 plays, 75 yards, all but 14 of it on the ground. Jameson Williams, the explosive run. And the Lions take the early lead over San Francisco. Jameson Williams, what a play. Today's show is made possible by Prize Picks, by the way. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. When you use code CLNS, gets you a first deposit match up to $100. The regular fantasy season is now over. That's okay. You can still do daily fantasy for the playoffs and, of course, the NBA games as well. 2 or more player stat predictions across sports. You don't have to just do an NFC, AFC game pick like I did. This is my AFC, NFC prize pick slate. Didn't get the Gus Edwards number. They ran the ball well the 3 times he got it. So be it. Pacheco, more than receiving yards hit. Sam Laporta, off to a good start, got 14 of the 47.5 he needs. And Brock Purdy, more than 268.5. You can go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for that first deposit match up to $100. That link again, folks, is in the comment section. It's in the live description as well. Simple, easy. Go check it out. prizepicks.com/CLNS. Now, we are just 22 subs away from 355,000 here at Chat Sports. Same rules as last week. Every 500, I will do a beer ball, and we'll count it once we get to 3,500, or 355, excuse me. So we'll start with that figure, then every 500 after it. So it's a low bar for the first one today. We will be alive, by the way, for the Super Bowl. Winner of this game gets the Chiefs again, if you've heard that before. Hit that sub button. You get free NFL videos, mock drafts, free agency, and more. So if you like the NFL, if you like what we've seen so far from Chat Sports, hit that sub button right now. YouTube.com/@ChatSportsTV. It's now up to the Lions defense to keep the Niners offense out of the end zone. Wait for kickoff here in a moment, but shout out your city for me in the comments section. Where are you guys watching from? Let me know. There we go. Give me your city shout outs. Kickoff time here for Detroit. It's Jack Fox, the punter, who does their kickoffs. And a touchback several yards deep in the end zone. Ray McLeod to go over his head. So 7-0. Lions had struck first against the 49ers. And they really got Nick Bosa crashing in too hard on that play. It's good design because you pull the guards, and Bosa thinks it's going that way. It makes sense. He read his keys right. That's your offensive coordinator designing plays to get the keys to be wrong for your defense. Just smart play design. All right, Niners out there on offense. Juszczyk was in line, now goes eye set behind Purdy. Kittle now in motion. Handoff to McCaffrey. McCaffrey stood at the line and gets maybe a yard or two. Not much else there. Alex Anzalone makes the tackle. So 2nd and 9 coming up here for San Francisco. Brock Purdy, the quarterback for the Niners. $12:50 to go here in the first quarter. 2nd and 9 for San Francisco from their own 26-yard line. Juszczyk in motion. Purdy drops back, looking, throwing, tipped, incomplete at the line. I think that was Hutchinson who got his hands on it. 3rd and 9 coming up here. Type in your threes on every third down today. An early big third down coming up here. The Lions never faced one on their 4-play opening drive. Ayuk, Jennings, McCaffrey, Debo, and Kittle out there for San Francisco. The big 3 to the left side. Jennings low on the right now. Kittle comes in motion to that side. McCaffrey to the left of Purdy, who's in the shotgun. Lions showing a 5-man pressure. They bring all 5. Purdy steps up. Comeback route. Caught by Ayuk for a first down. Needed 9, got 11. It's a first down Niners on one of those little comeback outs. Nice pitch and catch there. Cam Sutton could not hang with Ayuk. Left foot, right foot, left foot again. First down, San Francisco. 12:15 to go now in the first quarter. Ball at the 37 of the Niners. Shotgun. Purdy going to flip sides with McCaffrey. Go to the right side. 5-man front. Purdy drops back. Takes a shot. Floats one. Bad throw. Sutton. Broken up by Ayuk. Was a terrible throw by Purdy. Overshoots Brandon Ayuk, who had to turn into the defender there. And frankly, great defensive play by Ayuk. Maybe got away with some offensive pass interference. They're not normally going to call that. Sutton looked like he was the receiver on that play. So 2nd and 10, after Purdy just put way too much on that one. It was not a good throw at all. I-form set now. Kittle going to motion in line. He was to the right of Debo. McCaffrey swings out in motion. Purdy drops back. Pressure coming in as he throws. Caught by Debo past midfield. Purdy got rocked. And on a deep dig route from Debo Samuel, he beats Kindle Vildor for a big connection. Aleem McNeil rocked Purdy on that one. Honestly, fine coverage from Vildor. Just nice throw. McNeil didn't get him with the helmet. Laid up off the hit. Good no call on anything roughing related. Now past midfield. It's 1st and 10 Niners at the 48-yard line. Juszczyk in the game as an inline tight end. Comes in motion to the right side. Now back into the backfield as an I-form set. Purdy checks out and kills the play. Puck down to 3, 2, 1. The snap at 0. Toss to McCaffrey. McCaffrey's got to cut it up. Is going to get a yard, maybe 2 on that one. A lot of backfield penetration there. Not much room to run for McCaffrey. 2nd down coming up now. We get a brief break here in the rapid fire, lots of movement going on Niners offense. They're trying to make the defense show their hand as early as possible. Is it man? Is it zone? Who's coming? Who's not? Purdy's in the shotgun. Play clock down to 10. Juszczyk is an inline. He comes in motion. Toss left to McCaffrey. McCaffrey, there's not a lot there, but finds a little crease. Is going to pick up 5, maybe 6. 3rd and short coming up now for San Francisco. Type in those threes. It's 3rd down. It's a hell of a stat. Total championship games played by each of the combined players on the roster. 7 games for the Lions entering this game, and 73 for San Francisco. By the way, there is an injured Lion. I believe that is Derek Barnes, who's down on that play. He, of course, was the hero last week. Hopefully he is okay. We'll keep an eye on it. But that one is unclear at this stage. All right, folks, who do you have winning this one? 4 for the 49ers, L for the Lions. Let's go to the Super Chat in here too real quick as he's come in. 4 for the Niners, L for the Lions. 55% of the pin poll voters got Detroit, by the way, on today's show. Lions up 7-0 here in the first quarter. We have a Super Chat menu, as always, for you guys on today's stream. Any Super Chat is a shout-out. We'll give you guys some love. Jotman, Raul, and Andrew. $5 to go more in depth. Discuss your team. Could be one of these 2 teams. Could be anybody. $10 gets you a raffle ticket entry into our custom jersey giveaway. Any team, you can customize it how you see fit. We will get you guys hooked up with that jersey. So, $10 to enter that entry. $20 is the hot potato beer bong. It's me to begin. If you want to make producer Chris do it, send in a 20, and then back and forth between him and I throughout today's stream. $50, we'll do a jungle bong on demand. It's just a beer bong with some alcohol poured on the top to kind of give it that sting there at the end. And if for whatever reason Super Chats aren't working, or if you want to do our Venmo 50/50 raffle today, that is ongoing as well. At What Going Downey, $10 to get into that raffle entry. Need at least 3 to run it. Winner will take home whatever split the pot is. Got to get to at least 3 entries, so it's not just get your money back. First person to do it, by the way, does get a free raffle entry as well. First person to do the $10 Super Chat also gets yourself a custom jersey double entry. It's for the first ones only. 10 Super, 10 Venmo gets you in there. Back to the comments in the game at hand. Who you got? 4 for the Niners, L for the Lions. As Derek Barnes heading into the blue tent. Oh, kind of hyperextended that right leg, knee. Did not look great. Which means more Jack Campbell, the rookie, in there at linebacker. It's actually Jalen Reeves-Maben in there right now over Campbell. Handoff on 3rd and 3. McCaffrey, the first down. Got it inside. Needed 3, got about 5 or 6 on that one. Nice piece of running by McCaffrey. They kind of went quick to the line there a little bit. Inside of 10 to go. Type in those ones for the first down. 9:50 to go here in the first quarter. It's 1st and 10 Niners in Lions territory at their 34-yard line. Juszczyk, Kittle, Debo, Ayuk, and McCaffrey in the game. They got Juszczyk as kind of in motion from left to right. Now in line to the right of Kittle with Purdy in the pistol. Toss to McCaffrey. There's not a lot there at all. He's going to lose a yard, actually. Several Lions in there on the tackle. Might have been Malcolm Rodriguez, who they'll give credit to. Yeah, that was just the entire line. They're going to give credit to Rodriguez, but Pascal, McNeil, Hutchinson all doing a great job of holding the front there. Campbell did too. It's kind of a strong side linebacker on that play. He's in there at kind of the mic alongside Anzalone with Brian Branch now playing linebacker, or at least lined up there. Play action from Purdy. Tipped to the line, incomplete. Hutchinson again got his hands up on it. So 3rd and 11. They try to do almost maybe an RPO design there. Let me see. Or is it just a quick pass? No, it was just a quick pass. Hutchinson got deep into the pocket with Trenton Williams in protection. And to the PBU, 3rd and 11. Ball at about the Lions' 35-yard line. Type those 3s in. Purdy in the shotgun. McCaffrey motions from left to right. He's going to be kind of lined up in the slot. Now goes slot, but alongside Purdy. Over the middle, pumps. Now in the middle to McCaffrey. Bobbled, held on to it about the 30. Would be a very long field goal try coming up here. It is 4th down. They got 5 on 3rd and 11. And looks like the Niners will kick the field goal here. I don't even know what to call the formation there, where McCaffrey's out as a slot receiver and then motions just backwards to be at the same depth as Purdy. 4th and 6, field goal unit on here. It's a 48-yard try for Jake Moody, who's been inconsistent all year long. Kick is on its way. Bleeding right. It is no good. And Jake Moody misses a big kick. And the Lions keep their 7-0 lead. Laces were out. Moody just overfaded it. Bled its way to the right, and missed it by maybe a ball length going horizontal to the right of the upright. No good on the kick. So we stay 7-0. What have I said about kickers, Chris? What have I always said about kickers, huh?
They're not people.
Draft a kicker, they said. What could go wrong, they said. Anyway, we are 10 subs away from the beer bong. 355K on today's stream is the number to get to. I will also make note, we're 40 likes away from another beer cheers. So if you haven't already, 3 things we ask of you guys every single stream. If you super chat, awesome. Not everyone can. That's totally fine. But you can always like, you can always comment, and you can always subscribe or have been subscribed previously. So help us out by doing those things. Sharing the video, by the way, also extremely helpful. It gets it on more eyeballs that normally don't see our streams either. So hit that like button. Ooh, we're 23 away. And subscribe as we are 6 away. Oh, we just might get there, Chris. We just might get there. 4. Oh, well, we're so going to get there. I'll need a second beer in the near future. 3 away. Oh, we're so going to get there. Hit that sub button for more free NFL videos right here on the channel. Beer Bong wants to get for 355,000 subscribers here at Chat Sports. Thank you all so much. Ah, the bots on sub. The bots have been very quiet so far today. Been very quiet. I think that's worked pretty well. The sub-only chat to hide the bots, it works pretty well. 2 away. Chris wants the stats. I'll read them off to you, bud. Jared Goff, 1 of 1 for 14 yards. Jamison Williams, 1 carry, 42 yards and a score. David Montgomery, we got there. 2 for 19. Sam Laporta, 2 for 20? Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, sorry. Brock Purdy, 3 of 6, 31 yards. McCaffrey, 5 of 5 for 14. Debo's got 15. Ayuk's got 11. McCaffrey's got 1 for 5. Gibbs checks in the ball game here at running back. Play action for Goff. Over the middle, finds Laporta, gets 5. Maybe 6 on that one. Get the air bubble out of the beer bong. Thanks to everyone who subbed. Do it real quick. There we go. Goes down good. 2nd and 4 for the Lions at the 44 of their own territory. Jason Kumbinda in the game at fullback. Goff hands off to Gibbs. Gibbs has some space to the 50 and gets rocked on the play. Deshaun Gibson lays the lumber. So another first down here, type in those 1s. Sam Laporta as a motion inline blocker helped freed up a bunch of space there. Good tackle by Gibson as well. So 1st and 10, Gibbs stays in there. Ball at just shy of the Niners' 49-yard line. Ferksker in motion. Swing to Gibbs. Gibbs is going to get half of it on 1st and 10. We'll call it a gain of 5. So 2nd and maybe 6 coming up here. We're also 6 likes away from another beer cheers, folks. Remember, $10 gets you into our free custom jersey raffle. That's 1 ticket. First one to do it gets 2 entries, by the way. First one. It really is about 5.5 here. Ball at the 45. Got to get just past the 40. Goff barking out some signals. 2 tight ends right, 2 receivers left. Montgomery play action. Goff has all day. Finds Monty for a first down and more to the 32-yard line. There was a lot of time in that pocket for Jared Goff to find David Montgomery for a first down. He just drops back. Play action. The Lions went 6 protection. Bosa eventually won, but not quickly enough, and no one else even got past their man. Goff now 4 of 4 for 38 yards, ball at the 31-yard line. Shotgun. Gets the snap. Sidearm in the dirt to Gibbs. It might have been tipped. Either way, it's an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 here as the Niners defense needs a stop. Beer cheers, 200 likes. Thanks, guys.
This offensive script for the Lions so far has been pretty perfect. Defense played pretty well, too, to start the game.
Yeah. 2nd and 10. Laporta in motion from right to left. Draw to Gibbs, makes one man miss, ducks under another and barely gets a yard. Fred Warner grabbed on for dear life on the shoulder pad of Gibbs and brought him down and just got a warning to not taunt like that from the official. And he's going, yeah, I know. He got up there and was flexing on him. He knew it too. 3rd and 9. Type in those threes. Ball at the 30. Chris, you jinxed them by saying the script was going perfectly. Now they're in their first negative game script moment. St. Brown in motion from left to right. Gibbs in the backfield. Goff in the shotgun. Niners bring a stunt. It's a screen to St. Brown. He's got some space. St. Brown, first down, past the 20, upended to the 18, 17-yard line. A little quick screen to St. Brown against the zone blitz. And the Lions get the first down. How about that? No jinxes here. Lions are in the red zone. So if they score a touchdown, every $10 Super Chat A is an entry into our free raffle or free jersey giveaway. That'll be a raffle. And I'll do a shot if they score. You get the jersey no matter what, of course. Goff, 1st and 10 in the prize, picks red zone. Under pressure and incomplete. Had St. Brown, I think his arm got hit as he let go of it. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. Links in the comments and the description of today's show. Derek Barnes, officially questionable with a knee injury to return. That's the Lions linebacker. Goff again does this signal. I think that means check to the secondary play call. 2nd and 10. It's a draw to Gibbs. Going to bounce to the right side. Gibbs hesitates, gets to the 10, and the first down. He's too quick. The changing speeds of Gibbs, making Jair Brown get lost in the sauce a little bit, allowed for a first down pickup. It's designed to be a draw up the middle, and Gibbs kind of moves it into a counter run, basically, and bounces it wide. Just a little hesitation is all he needs to get enough space from Jair Brown to get the first down. Now it's 1st and goal from the 7. The $10 Super Chat offer stands. Plus, you get the custom jersey raffle entry. 2 of them for the first one who does it. You get 2 entries. Goff hands it off to Montgomery. Montgomery picks it all but 1 yard up. Maybe 2 yards to go. The Lions offensive line is bullying San Francisco right now. I mean, they are getting just push after push after push. Now under center for Goff. Montgomery, the single back. Motion from Laporta. Goff hands it off to Monty. He's in. Another touchdown by the Detroit Lions. And it's a 13-0 game late in the first quarter. The Detroit Lions are physically bullying San Francisco right now. 8 carries, 86 yards, 5 passes, 5 of 7 passing, 51 yards today.
They're a team of destiny, Tom.
By the way,
team of destiny.
Barry Sanders in attendance, by the way. Montgomery and Gibbs are both averaging almost over 6 yards a carry here. 14-0. The Lions are playing their backup left guard and are just running all over the San Francisco 49ers. Spam those TDs. Jeffrey Ward coming through with a $20 super chat. So give him 2 entries. This also means that Chris has the hot potato bong right now, or beer bong. So if we don't get another 20 before the end of the quarter, Chris has to do it. Thank you, Jeffrey. Hoping for a Lions win to finally shut up my turncoat brother. He flipped from the Cowboys a few years back. Did he flip from the Lions or to the Niners? I would assume the Niners, right? Because you wouldn't be flipping to the Lions several years ago, would be my guess. So I think he flipped to the 49ers. I'm not going to call him a bandwagon fan, but, you know. All right, let's do our free entry here into the custom jersey giveaway. Jeffrey's got some entries. Who won the earlier one too, by the way? The Fresh Finn got the other one there. Whoever comments the most in the next 60 seconds gets a free entry into our custom jersey raffle. Custom team, custom number, custom name, whatever it is. 60 seconds. Whoever comments the most, you can just go A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3. Me, you can spam rigged, as producer Chris likes. Whoever comments the most here in these next 60-ish seconds gets that free raffle entry. Jeffrey's, of course, already got some in there with the big 20. I appreciate that, Jeffrey. I'll do a little beer cheers for you, too. We will make Chris do that beer bong at the end of the first quarter if we don't get another one here. All right, so Chris, I'll give you 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who is our first entry winner?
It's going to be T-Dog.
T-Dog. We'll do more each quarter, by the way. So if you didn't win now, that's okay. You'll have more opportunities. We also have Alex Mack coming in with a $2 super chat. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate that. Says Lions are the new America's team. I would argue that the America's team has to be among or the most loved and most hated. Because we as a country can't agree to shit. So, no one hates the Lions. Outside of maybe some Packers and Bears and Vikings fans, they've been the underdog story. They have not been a successful football team all these years. There's no hate of them. They are the fun underdog team that everyone likes and nobody hates. But there's enough other hatred of popular teams out there I think would definitely still fit that moniker better. Plus, everyone loves a good comeback story. The Niners, by the way, trying to be that comeback story tonight. They are down 14-0. The Niners have run 11 plays. Not the success that they need thus far. 40 yards against 137. First and 10. Ball to 25. Purdy in the shotgun. They motion Debo from left to right. Now he comes back. Jet touch pass to Debo. And Debo is going to get a nice gain here to about 8 yards. Might have stepped out sooner. We'll see on the spot. They're going to say only a gain of 6. So he must have stepped out shorter than that. 2:15 to go in the first quarter. And that's how much time there is for another beer bong. Otherwise, Chris is doing it. Loses the hot potato battle. 2nd and 3.5. Purdy going to play action. Boot left. Looking. Now dancing. Resetting. Downfield. Got used. Check past midfield to the 45. Improv Purdy delivers. To use check. A massive gain. Inside Lions territory. That was a designed quick play action pass. Use check kind of leaked out to the middle of the field and then rolled to the field's right side. And Purdy saw him late and delivered a strike. Nice catch by Juszczyk to the 46. Handoff to McCaffrey. McCaffrey is going to get 4 on that one. That was a gain, by the way, of 23 to Kyle Juszczyk. So a minute 05 to go here in the first quarter. Second and 6. Purdy under center. Debo in motion. Handoff to McCaffrey. McCaffrey is going to get 4 on that one. 3rd and 2. The Niners will have to run one more play as there's some post-play pushing and shoving between San Francisco and Detroit. Jawan Jennings and Kindle Vildor getting talked to. There's now 20 on the play clock here, so they got to go quicker than that. Third and 2 now. Handoff to McCaffrey, gets the first down and a little bit more. He kind of rides his lineman's helmet for a little bit. Or rides his lineman, not Lions, helmet for a first down. Type in those ones. We'll bring on producer Chris here momentarily for his beer bong. Have some fun with that here on today's show. Chris lost the beer bong hot potato. We'll make him do it here. Now, do you want to start with the hot potato? Yeah, make sure it's closed. You're good. Do you want to start with the hot potato for the second quarter, or do you want to have me start with it? Okay. Which means we'll need another 20 if you guys want me to do one here. I've never seen someone pour a beer bong like that. No, you still have to lower it all the way down like that, yeah. There you go. There we go. Here comes producer Chris's beer bong. Make sure you're on screen. There you go. 3, 2, 1. Everyone spam chug here for producer Chris. There we go. I think. There it is. Hey, at least you didn't tilt the whole thing over your head and spill it like TJ did one time. Appreciate that. Hot potato for the second quarter. Chris starts with it. $20 to make him not do another one. Good thing we ate lunch, right? Good thing we ate lunch. Q Credo at $10. Gets that super chat here momentarily. Thank you, my friend. Lions up 14-0 at the end of the first quarter. The Niners are marching here. Fun times. Lions trying to pull a touchdown upset. Q Credo, hope I pronounced that right, my friend. I might be doing it wrong. $10 is Battle of the Game Managers. NFC North on top. F Detroit. F Cody Parkey. Kickers aren't people besides Brandon Aubrey. Chicago Bears 20-25. I did to the first $10. Got 2 entries. That is the first 10 technically. So that's 200 into our customized jersey giveaway here. Appreciate that, Q. And I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Otherwise, I feel like a dick. But thank you. They are showing George Kittle pancaking Aiden Hutchinson. So 1st and 10 Niners. Kittle and Debo out wide left. Play clock down to 8, by the way. Now Kittle comes in motion from left to right. Purdy drops back against the pressure look. Finds McCaffrey. McCaffrey stiff arms a man. Breaks tackle 20, 15, 10. Still going to the 5. And stood up right there by Kirby Joseph. A massive gain for McCaffrey. After contact success. Stiff arms Chauncey Gardner-Johnson away from him. And it's a huge gain. Same offer stands, $10. Niners score touchdown. It is a shot, plus an entry into our jersey raffle no matter what. Touchdown only for the shot, by the way. First and goal, McCaffrey, a gain of 28 on that one, and about 26 of it was after catch. And 20. Handoff to Juszczyk on a fullback dive. He got 3.5-ish. Fullback dive caught me by surprise there. By the way, looks like John Feliciano is in the game for San Francisco. See Aaron Banks out there, so it'd be a Burford issue. We'll keep an eye on that one. Purdy under center. McCaffrey the single back. McCaffrey, handoff. He's in, untouched until the goal line. Niners score 14-6. And Fresh Finn right on cue, the $10 super chat. I will need that the bottle out there, by the way. Niners respond on their second drive. They get a 14-6 ball game. Happened to Burford, as it was Feliciano on that drive, or at least on that touchdown play there. Oh, sorry, Feliciano started last week too. Duh. Thank you for the correction there. Extra point from Moody is good. 14-7. We owe a shot for Fresh Finn's 72. I think it might be a Dolphins fan. Call me crazy. Lions are hungry. We need a good game. Please no Brow in San Francisco. I've been a Finn for almost 40 years. Okay, there we go. I was right. But can't handle that team anymore. Looking to move on to San Francisco. This is the hardest thing in my life. I would always advise sticking by your tried and true. It might bring you more heartbreak, but it would make the victory all that much sweeter. But it's also your life, so who am I to tell you who to cheer for? Cheers to you, Fresh Finn. Another entry, that's the second one because you had one earlier. We had the free entry into our custom jersey raffle. Now, today's show is made possible by Prize Picks. It's daily fantasy made easy. You're not battling thousands of players. There's no pros and sharks and sharps. It's just you against the numbers. More than or less than on 2 to 6 player stat projections. You can mix and match sports, NFL, college football once that comes back, MLB once it gets going, NBA, of course, right now as well. The reboot policy keeps your picks in play in the event of injury. That way, if there is an injury, goes down the first half, does not return, your picks stay in play. You don't have to worry about a guy getting hurt, and now your pick is cooked. The flex play, just need 3 out of 4 or 2 out of 3 right. You can also do demons and goblins to kind of juice your picks, by the way. I did one of the 4, the all-in, and then I also took away a Pacheco one, because if you do the flex play with the demons and goblins, it kind of reduces your chances, but I just did one without Pacheco too. Edwards didn't hit. Painful. Sam Laporta, I need more than 47.5 receiving yards. He's already up to 20. Brock Purdy, more than 268.5, has 88 passing yards at this stage. As both teams have been very run heavy, by the way, in this game. Again, folks, that's prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. Links in the comments and the description of today's show. All right, we are past the 355K sub mark. Thank you all so much. 355.4. Put that in production, by the way. Let's claim it. 355.5 is the next beer bong figure. I think we can get there. I would bet of the 900 plus people watching right now, half of you aren't subbed. I would bet. That's what the numbers normally even out to. So if you haven't already, hit that sub button right now. As a reminder, $10 gets you into our custom jersey raffle. Fresh, Q, Jeffrey, and T-Dog also in so far today. All right, Touchback here, 13:49 to go in the first half. Some more jawing. Got Will Harris out there talking trash. Got George Odom, a core special teamer, talking trash. I think you had Anthony Pittman involved there as well. So Jared Goff now under center. Laporta, the inline tight end, right along with Anthony Ferksker. St. Brown comes in motion from left to wide right. Montgomery, the single back. Goff, handoff to Montgomery. Montgomery spins out of a tackle and picks up 13 or 14. The Lions, again, there was just a little outside zone right and a semi-arm tackle, and that's all that prevents Montgomery, from being untouched 15 yards downfield. Huge pickup by the Lions. They are establishing their will on the ground right now. 1st and 10 for Goff under center. Toss to Montgomery. Trick play. Back to Goff. Uncorks a bomb. Downfield. Underthrown and incomplete. Goff did not get a good grip on that football, and it was underthrown by a good 20 to 25 yards. They dialed up a toss, sweep right, throw back to Goff. They tried to do a deep downfield shot to Reynolds. Safety read it well. If Goff puts enough on that, it might be a touchdown, but Reynolds stopped and came back, and it was underthrown by several yards. Still. So 1st and 10 now for Goff. Drops back. Over the middle. Caught by incomplete. St. Brown couldn't hold on to it. Fred Warner was there in coverage. 3rd and 10. Type in those threes. Deep dig. Fred Warner kind of came off the seam route. Honestly, a great play by Fred Warner. He's tasked with covering the seam shot and then peels out to cover the deep dig. That's just impressive. Goff and empty, going to motion Montgomery to his right, pointing out Fred Warner as the blitzer. He does not come. Goff, quick pass, caught by St. Brown, makes one man miss and gets the first down. Needed 10, got 11. It's the sun god who delivers. St. Brown, an incredible play to get that first down, caught it about 7 yards deep, made Fred Warner miss, and then dives past Lenore to get the first down. 1st and 10 Lions. The Niners had him in 3rd and long and could not get a stop. Laporta going to be the inline, or the H-back, I should say, kind of as in the I-form set. Toss right to Montgomery. Montgomery upended. Big tackle by Tashaun Gibson. He lost a half yard. Gibson came screaming in from a safety spot to make the play. 2nd and 10 still at about midfield. Ten plays on the ground, 10 plays through the air. So now it's 9 plays on the ground, 10 plays through the air. So almost a 50-50 split for both teams so far. 11:50 to go in the first half. Niners bring a zone blitz. Goff pumps and goes down. Bosa on the sack. They got Goff on a disguised look. It looked like they were going to bring Fred Warner on the blitz. It didn't come. It confused the right side of the Lions' offensive line, led to a hot rusher from Bosa. Sewell leaves him because he's got to get the blitzing linebacker. You stop the guy closest to your quarterback. That is on Goff. That ball has to be out quicker. And it's a great design by Steve Wilks. 3rd and 15 now, just shy of the 45 of the Lions. Goff in empty. Off coverage everywhere. Goff over the middle, caught by Laporta, who's rocked by Dre Greenlaw. He picked up over half of it. And I think that might have hurt Greenlaw more than anybody else, as Greenlaw is slow to get up. Left shoulder into the chest of Laporta. I think it kind of jammed up on him a little bit. So 4th and 6 here as Greenlaw is in some real pain. That left shoulder kind of dangling a little bit. 4th and 6, ball at the Niners 46. I think the punt team's out here. Well, if Dre Greenlaw can't go, I believe Oren Burks would be next man up, who was allegedly not going to play per Adam Schefter, but is playing today. It is the punt team here. Jack Fox on for the punt. It's away. Good coverage here. Fair catch at the 11 by Ray McLeod. Yeah, Oren Burks is active. That is a step down, though, talent-wise, if we're being objective, from Dre Greenlaw. We will monitor that injury here as the second quarter resumes. Lions up 14-7 over the San Francisco 49ers. Fair catch was made by Ray McLeod. It'll be Niners ball. So what will happen on this drive here? Touchdown, field goal, turnover, or punt? We have not done, correct, our free entry this quarter. We do one for pregame and first quarter, right? Yeah. So whoever comments the most here until the game gets closer to resuming will get that free entry. T-Dog, the custom jersey raffle was at the end of the game. Game ends, we'll get it all set up. We'll do a little duck race or something thematically that's fun. So whoever comments the most here gets another free, or a free entry, I should say, into the custom jersey raffle giveaway. TD, field goal, turnover, or punt. You can comment one of those or comment whatever. By the way, the Lions are 10 yards away from the 5th most rushing yards allowed by San Francisco this season. They are 10 yards away already. How about that? All right, touchdown, field goal, turnover, or punt. Keep the comments coming. You also just type in me or rigged or whatever, and we'll let producer Chris here make the decision on that call there. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Producer Chris, who wins the entry?
Mark Ryan is going to take this one home.
Mark Ryan comes out on top. We'll do one at halftime, third quarter, and fourth quarter as well. Obviously, Dre Greenlaw is in the medical tent, so we'll keep an eye on that injury. Would be a significant one for the Niners. He rocked Laporta, and that left arm just kind of, I don't know if it got separated a little bit or what, but we shall see. Touchdown, field goal, turnover, or punt.
Ty, man, you were in there too. You were in the run-in too, man. Just keep doing it. You'll get one if you keep doing it, man. I promise.
From the 12, Purdy in the shotgun. Looking left, now right. Now finds McCaffrey for a gain of 5, maybe 6. There was all day in the pocket on that one. He had plenty of time. It is a stinger for Dre Greenlaw. Came out of the blue tent. Looks like he's okay. That's Dre Greenlaw, by the way. We'll see what happens the next drive. They were doing something to his shoulder pad, too, in there. Purdy under center on 2nd and 5.5. Just shy of the 17. Debo in motion. Gets the reverse. Debo going to stretch it. Now cut it back up. And Debo to the 20. First down and a little bit more. Patient running by Debo Samuel on the reverse. Now, Debo had been banged up last week. He's okay. Yeah, they're working on Dre Greenlaw, kind of that, taking his chain off and stuff. So I don't know what happened there. They're working on that left shoulder still. Upper left shoulder. First down, Debo on the run. He's got 7 yards on the ground, 21 through the air. 1st and 10 from the 24 now. Juszczyk was in the backfield, now goes to tight end left side. Now comes in motion to the right side. Purdy out route and overshoots Brandon Ayuk, and the timing just never seemed right on that one. That ball was out too early relative to the break. So 2nd and 10 coming up here. Officially listing Greenlaw as questionable to return. I don't think I've seen Derek Barnes back out there yet. Let me double check here. I have not. It's Jack Campbell getting some run in his place, the rookie linebacker. 5-man front, Campbell kind of playing a Sam linebacker role for the Lions. Juszczyk in motion from right to left. Purdy downfield. Ayuk cannot make the grab. A lot of contact on 2nd and 10 and no flag. Overshot a little bit by Purdy. Back-to-back plays, they've gone to that kind of out route. Purdy got some pressure there. John Feliciano got bull rushed as well. 3rd and 10. I think that was John Kaminsky who got pressure there. 3rd and 10, 14-7, Lions up, 8:47 to go here in the first half. Purdy pressured on 5 of 12 dropbacks so far in this game. He drops back here. Under pressure, downfield, floats it, it's picked, going the other way, it's Jack Campbell. Campbell gets a big gain. Malcolm Rodriguez, the INT. But there is a flag. Wait a minute. Malcolm Rodriguez in for the injured Derek Barnes, picked off a floater from Purdy. What is the flag for? This might be an after the pick penalty. That's what Olsen thinks it is. Let's see. It's a blindside block by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Purdy just floats one over the middle. His hand got hit trying to throw it in traffic into not an open area anyway. Malcolm Rodriguez, it was Josh Pascal who got the pressure, by the way. Malcolm Rodriguez, the INT. And yeah, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson kind of cheap shots Debo, frankly. So a 15-yard penalty negates part of that return. It is a Purdy INT by Malcolm Rodriguez. So instead of ball at the Niners 21, it's going to be ball at the Niners 46. Jahmyr Gibbs, handoff, not a lot of room. Fred Warner rips him down. That's a loss of 5. Back into Lions territory. So Purdy throws an interception caused by pressure. And Fred Warner, on a toss with Dre Greenlaw back in the game, slices past Penei. So, what a play that is. And got away with the face mask briefly. Maybe incidental, but that's obviously not the way the rules called anymore. 2nd and 15, St. Brown in motion from right to left. Goff drops back. Over the middle, caught by Laporta, and Laporta gets the first down. Several times now, it's been a 2nd and long or 3rd and long play, and they find the underneath route for a first down. Laporta picked up 5 yards through the air and 10 yards after the catch. Just the Niners defense is just blowing some coverages here. Laporta slowed up. I think he said got the wind knocked out of him. He said he's fine. I think he kind of landed on the football a little bit. Up to 45 yards already for Sam Laporta. Cabinda in the game at fullback. I-form set with Gibbs, the running back. He gets the handoff here, cuts it back. Warner brings him down, and Gibbs kind of bent up awkwardly there. He's okay. 2nd and we'll say 7 with 7 to go in the first half. 6:45 to go now here in the first half. Play clock down to 15. Goffin going empty. Ball to 33. He drops back over the middle. St. Brown makes the catch inside the 20 to about the 15. The Sun God delivers again. Or in the Prize Picks red zone, prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. Same deal. Lions in the red zone, $10 super chat. If they score a TD, it's a shot. We're working on Devo's shoulder on the sidelines, by the way. From just outside the 15. Goff under center. Toss to Gibbs. He's got some space. Cuts it up. Makes a man miss. At the 10. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs shaking and baking his way in the end zone. The Lions back up by 2 scores. What a run by Gibbs. What a run. You got St. Brown and Reynolds as Bosa gets way too far upfield. Toss to Gibbs. Tashawn Gibson gets smoked on a little juke move, and Gibbs cuts it back. The Lions up 21-7 if the extra point is good here momentarily. Low snap corralled and good. 21-7. Detroit is up. What a game this has been. Spam those TDs. Oh, we got a game today, folks.
I did not have Lions up 21-7 on my bingo card ever in this game.
13 carries, 13 passes. 113 yards on the ground, 104 through the air. How about that? Jameis Williams, 1 carry, 42 yards. Montgomery, 6 carries for 40 yards. Gibbs, 6 for 31. With all 3 guys having scores on the ground. B to block the bots. Sam Laporta, 4 catches for 45 yards. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 3 for 41. Montgomery, 1 for 14. Gibbs, 1 for 4. McCaffrey's got 12 touches. Juszczyk's got 1 for 23. 2 for 21 for Debo, plus a 7-yard carry. Juszczyk also has 3 yards on the ground, too. Ayuk, 1 for 11. Brock Purdy, 7 of 13, 93 yards, and 1 interception. Who you got? 4 for the 49ers, L for the Lions. Let me sip some water here. It's a filthy run by Gibbs. Like, great blocking, great design. You know, that was blocked for 7-ish, 6-ish, and then he made the one guy miss and did the rest. Let me watch it again here. They bring Laporta in motion from left to right here. So they got 3 to that side. They toss it. Nick Bosa's out of position immediately. Did not keep contained there. Really, it was only blocked for 3, frankly. And then Gibbs is just juking his way through. The quick area explosiveness is just dynamic. The Niners defense, the run defense, has had issues the past weeks. They had issues against Green Bay. And now the Lions have 113 yards on 13 carries with Jameson Williams and Jahmyr Gibbs providing it. With Montgomery helping too. It's been a team effort on the ground today. A very impressive team effort. All right. So there is a actual watch party at Ford Field here, which I'm sure is electric right now. Kicks away here from Detroit. McLeod will grab it and kneel 4 yards deep in his own end zone. Now remember, the Lions got the ball to begin the game today. So if the Niners can go the 2-for-1 here, they could tie things up hypothetically, before the Lions really got a chance to get that ball back, and type B to block the bots. First and 10, San Francisco. Kittle, Juszczyk, Debo, Ayuk, McCaffrey, and of course Purdy, who's in the shotgun. Juszczyk in motion from right to left. Purdy looking right, now resets, throws it behind McCaffrey, incomplete. That's just not a good throw by Purdy. Don't know if he thought McCaffrey was going to sit, but it's an angle route, so he's going to keep going towards the middle. Second and 10. Debo in motion from left to right. Purdy, hands off to McCaffrey, who gets nothing. No gain. There's Jack Campbell. Third and 10. The Lions are beating the Niners at their own game right now. Purdy on third and 10. Steps up, rolling left, gonna throw it downfield. Oh, incomplete. Brandon Ayuk dove forward and couldn't hold on to it. And now the Lions offense gets to go back out there.
This Lions defensive line has gotten enough pressure. Like, they haven't blitzed a lot, but they've been getting enough pressure with 4 or 5 guys to keep Brock Purdy just kind of off his game.
It feels like these two teams, like from what we saw in the regular season, have flipped sides. Running game is dominant for one team. Yak everywhere. Offensive line is being dominant. The defense is flying around, making some plays, forcing turnovers. That's been the Lions, not San Francisco. They punted here with 5 to go here in the half. Fielded at their own 20, up the right side in a dumb hurdle attempt. Leads to a massive hit. I don't really know. I think that was Donovan Peoples-Jones, who was like, I'm going to hurdle along the sidelines. And I think that was Charlie Werner, the tight end, who just kind of decleated him. Like, he kind of didn't know what to do and just said, I'll just jump, and got killed as a result.
Yeah, he jumped and then stopped midair.
Yeah, that was not great. That was not great. Hit that. Oh, these bots are back.
Maybe I need to wait for the bees to come in before I block them myself.
Yeah, we'll see. Block those bots, folks. Type B to do it. We are every 500 subs today doing a beer bong. So the first one was at 355,000. 355.5 is the next one. I'm also doing a beer cheers for every 100 likes we get on a show. We are 50 likes away as we sit right now. So if you haven't already, like the video. The goal is always half the audience likes it. When you get these bigger ones, it's not normally how it all plays out. That's okay. But the vast majority of you have not yet liked today's video. Thanks, Q. I appreciate you blocking them as well.
We should get to 300 right now.
We should be able to.
264, 1,100 people watching. We should get there right now.
Easily be able to. Hit that like button if you haven't already done so. The Lions right now up 21-7 over the 49ers. It's their ball at their own 29-yard line.
Jeremy Chugs Burner said I'm a better blocker than Dalton Schultz on these bots.
Dalton Schultz has me blocked, so I think he is a good blocker. If I had told you, by the way, that a team had 42 yards on the ground from one of their wide receivers and 12 carries for 71 yards from their running backs, you would have said, wow, Shanahan was in his bag, right? No, that's the Lions. James Williams, a 42-yard run. Monty and Gibbs, 6 carries apiece, 40 for Monty, 31 for Gibbs. The Lions have just taken it to the 49ers at their own game.
Yo, what's up, T-Dog? See you in the chat there, man. Keep it up. Appreciate you for being here. Appreciate all you guys for being here.
So 1st and 10 Lions. Inside of 5 to go. We're 5 likes away, too. Goff, of course, is the quarterback. St. Brown. I think I saw Reynolds in there. That's Laporta, 2 tight ends. Sorry, extra lineman in right now. Goff hands it off to Montgomery up the middle. He's going to get 4, maybe 5. And again, that was just 5 yards before contact. 4 yards before contact, whatever. 2nd and 5. Niners get the ball to begin the second half of this game. We got Dan Skipper as the extra lineman. He's in the game at right tackle. Penei Sewell is the tight end. He is eligible on this play. Comes in motion from right to left. Handoff to Montgomery, and Montgomery a 1st down. Again, 5 yards, no contact. The Lions are just establishing their will against San Francisco.
You're going to get knocked down. You're going to try to get back up, bite a kneecap. That's what they're doing, man. They're biting kneecaps right now.
It just runs up the middle and runs the outside. It has just been a dominant performance by this offensive line so far. Niners have yet to adjust. Goff, handoff to Montgomery. Montgomery is going to get near the 1st down again. He's not getting touched before he's 7 or 5 yards downfield. The Lions are just taking it to the 49ers right now. 2nd and 1. With a backup left guard in, the Lions have not missed a beat. Frank Ragnow playing through 10 different injuries, basically. St. Brown cheat motion. Play action pass for Goff. Checks down to Montgomery. And Montgomery's going to get 5. 1st down, Lions again. Past midfield. By the way, Penei Sewell was out in a route on that play, and he was wide open, by the way. He was wide open. The Lions are feeling like we can run all over these guys right now. They're staying in that extra offensive line package. Williams, St. Brown, Reynolds, Sewell in motion from left to right. Goff, handoff to Gibbs. Gibbs going to get brought down in the backfield by Chase Young. If Young does not make that play, Gibbs would still be running, I think. That is a massive TFL. A loss of 2. And will probably take us down to the 2-minute warning here. It will. 300 likes, beer, cheers, bottoms up. I have been blown away by how this Lions offense looks. In particular, the ground game. Like, explosive plays left and right. 17 carries, 131 yards. And that includes some TFLs, by the way. The Niners have made some plays that resulted in 0 yards, 1 yard, loss of 2. But the Lions are just... This is one of those, like in general, I like to air the ball. I don't like to run it that much. When you're averaging 7 yards per carry and your worst back is averaging 4.1, run that ball. When you're getting that much of a push off the line, run it. If you're the Niners and you're averaging 3.3 yards a carry, might have to abandon it, especially down by 2 scores. Every 100 likes is a beer cheers on today's show. Hit that like button if you haven't already. For every 100 likes, I'll do a beer cheers as Befuddled Alien comes in. As a longtime Rams, I can say this game is not the Cowboys versus not the Cowboys. I am rooting for not the Cowboys. Okay. I don't really know what that means. I think it means F the Cowboys, which is fine. If that is what it means, they're not even playing and we're talking about them. It's fine. Rams had a good year though. It's by the way, I assume as a Rams fan, you'd be cheering for the Lions. Would actually be my guess. I'm going to go with that's who you mean by not the Lions. Again, folks, like that video, and thank you, Befuddled Alien, for the super chat, by the way, as well. 100 likes is a beer cheers on today's show. The team stats here. The Lions have run 32 plays for 236 yards at a 7.4 yard per play clip. 7.2, yard per play clip. And it's been the ground game that has carried them. I mean, they were out there with like extra linemen. Let's just run the ball. Like they clearly see a weakness right now. And they want to attack it and attack it and attack it and attack it. T-Dog, you are welcome, my friend. 2nd and 12 after the 2-yard loss. They're now going to go 3 receivers, 1 tight end in the back. Goff in the shotgun. Motion from Jameson Williams from right to left. Goff looking that way. Feeling it. Downfield. Incomplete, out of bounds. Laporta in double coverage. 3rd and 12 now. The most rushing yards allowed in a first half in Kyle Shanahan's tenure. It's 131, which was, by the way, 133 at one point. 3rd and 12. Jeffrey Ward, super chug it to in a moment here. Goff barking out signals. He just moved everybody around. And a 5 on the play clock. 3, 2. It's a draw to Gibbs. And Gibbs has blockers. And Gibbs gets the first down. A 3rd and 12 draw. Chase Young crashes inside and Gibbs beats everyone to the edge. Wow. By the way, I think Chase Young has been terrible today. He has been a massive run-stopping liability so far. Jeffrey Ward, super in a moment. 1st and 10. I-form set. Montgomery checks in. Play action for Goff under pressure. Goes down. Bosa almost ripped it out. The 2nd sack of the game for Bosa. 2nd and long. Jeffrey Ward says, Befuddled Alien, this is why the Cowboys are America's team. I mean, entry into our Shrine Jersey raffle, or custom jersey raffle. Thank you, Jeffrey. I wouldn't totally disagree either. The Cowboys are not playing today. We had a super chat about them. By the way, Nick Bosa blew by Dan Skipper for the sack on that last play. Going to be 2nd and 18. Niners called a timeout, by the way. Goff under pressure 7 times plus 2 sacks on his 17 dropbacks. 2nd and 18, Laporta in motion. They're going to try to draw again. This time it's not there. Chase Young helps make the stop. A horde of others, Armstead among them. Niners call another timeout. I think Chase Young heard me say he was being bad. 3rd down. Type in those 3s. Third and 18. Ball at the Niners 42. So you'd figure you want 5-ish to feel better about being in field goal range. You remember the Niners missed a field goal earlier in this game. 48 yards wide right. Type in those threes on third down. Jahmyr Gibbs in the backfield. Williams, St. Brown, I assume Laporta and Reynolds, the other players. Yes. Goff in the shotgun. Drops back. Goff steps up over the middle. Wide open St. Brown. First down inside the 20. It's just been over the middle stuff all game long. And the Lions now in the red zone. Jamison Williams helps take the seam away. And they all go with him and St. Brown underneath him. We're in the Prize Picks red zone. PrizePicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up $200. $10 a shot if they score a touchdown here. A minute to go in the half. Goff, handoff to Gibbs, who stumbles and only gets 5 or 6. Oh, that might have been a big play if he stayed on his feet. .45 seconds to go now in the quarter. 2nd and 6. 35. Clock is ticking. Do they go to the end zone here to Laporta and timeout called? 35 seconds to go here in the half. The Lions are taking it to San Francisco. Detroit, by the way, 4 of 5 on third downs, several of them long third down pickups. They have 147 yards on the ground this half. I mean, they are just destroying San Francisco. They are beating the Niners at their own game. Defense standing strong, making some big plays. Offensive line is dominating. Yak everywhere. And the ground game abusing the opposing defense. And that's on Jair Brown. He turns and covers the wrong man on that play. On the Amon-Ra St. Brown first down pickup. The rookie safety got lost in the sauce again. Lions have 3 timeouts here. I think they made it 2nd and 6.5. Sun Gods over 64 yards here. So I think they've adjusted the clocks here. There's going to be 47 seconds. I think there might have been an injured Lion on that play. But they took the 10-second runoff on top of whatever thing happened to the clock. So 47 seconds now. 2nd and 6.5. Ball at the 16.5. Got to get to the 9. 4-man front. They got Dre Greenlaw on the slot receiver. Goff. End zone, overshot Gibbs, had the touchdown. Oh, and Goff missed him. They ran kind of a running back streak route out of the backfield from Gibbs against zone. He beat Fred Warner. The deep safeties are just not there. I don't know what Jair Brown is doing. He is not in the right spot. That looks like too high shell coverage to me. And Jair Brown is off at the tight end 10 yards downfield. Goff had him for a score. Can he get him here? 3rd and 6. Goff drops back. Comeback route caught by St. Brown. First down. Out of bounds. At the 7. Beating Diamador Lenore. I mean, this is just an out route. That's so easy. An out and a streak. They're in man coverage. Hit the out. That's too easy. Lions have all 3 timeouts. 28 seconds to go here in the half to go up by 3 scores potentially. Goff in the shotgun. Drops back. Floats one over the head of Sam Laporta. Incomplete. Second and goal. Again, $10 super is an entry into our custom jersey raffle and a shot if the Lions score a touchdown here. Second and goal. You got to think they're going to run the ball, right? Got 3 timeouts. Let's see what they do. It is a run. It's Gibbs. And Gibbs is only going to get 1.5 yards on that one. Forward progress stopped. Timeout called. 17 seconds here. Third down coming up. What I would do. The Niners have had issues all day here stopping the middle of the field play. So I'm going to put Laporta and St. Brown on the right or left side, whichever side you want. And I'm going to bring them across the formation, and I'm going to do an angle route to Gibbs behind them. And I'm going to throw it to Gibbs. That'd be my go-to play call. They've got Laporta and Reynolds to the left, Williamson and St. Brown to the right. Gibbs left of Goff. Laporta comes in motion from left to right. Goff swings to Gibbs, who fell down, got back up, and gets 2 yards shy. They'll take the clock down here to 10 seconds. Somebody called a timeout. It was the Lions, I think. You know, Dan Campbell's a very aggressive person. Would he go for this? Mark, $2. Thank you for sacrificing your liver for us. Aloha. Happy to do so, my friend. You're up by 14. I would probably take the 3-score lead. But I love a crazy personality. And there's no downside in trying to hard count him either. There's no downside. Maybe that's what you do. Here comes the three. Okay. I would have loved the 4 cups of coffee and 3 double shot espressos play call there, but that's okay. It's a chip shot field goal here from Michael Badge, who, by the way, the Lions did not manage that clock right. They should have brought that down longer. It allows for possibility of chaos on that final play of the half. "21 yards, good. 7 seconds to go in the half. The Lions are up 24-7 over San Francisco. What a performance by Detroit. Some stats here. Jared Goff, 13 of 20 for 145. Solid. 21 carries, 148 yards on the ground. Montgomery, 9 for 60 and a score. Gibbs, 11 for 46 and a score. Jamison Williams, 1 carry, 42 yards, touchdown. St. Brown, 5 for 73. Laporta, 4 for 45. Brock Purdy, 7 of 15 for 93 yards and a pick. Christian McCaffrey, 10 carries, 29 yards and 1 score. Debo, a carry for 7. Juszczyk, a carry for 3. McCaffrey, 3 for 38. George Kittle, 1 target, 0 catches. Brandon Ayuk, 6 targets, 1 catch. Debo caught all 2 targets for 21 yards. Lions kick it away. McLeod will bring it out because why not? 10, 20, 25, 30. Tripped up and a flag comes out. 3 flags come out. Clock expired, by the way. There should be about a dozen holding calls on San Francisco. Jared Goff, by the way, is perfect on 3rd downs today, which is mighty impressive. All right, super chat. Then we'll get to some comments here as they discussed a long discussion for just it's a flag decline. Let's go to the half here, boys. Oh, 2 seconds on the game clock. I take it back. 2 seconds and a holding call, so we'll kneel it probably. They called it on George Odom. A 17-play, 68-yard scoring drive by the Lions. I mean, that is enforcing the will upon the opponent. Teams often adopt the personalities of their head coaches. Mark, can I get a quick update? Just got in. Aloha, Tom. The Lions are taking it to San Francisco. This has been the things that the Niners have done well all year. The Lions are like, nah, we're going to do that. 148 yards. They are on pace for nearly 150 yards on the ground today. They're on pace for nearly 600 yards of offense. Now, it's probably going to be like 550 is the pace, but like it's obscene. It's obscene. Just dominant right now. The Niners look just shook right now on both sides of the ball. They've not got off the field on defense. The offense has done next to nothing at all. They can't move the ball. Purdy's under pressure. This I did not see this game coming at all. So will the Niners come back? Y for yes, N for no. This has been a hell of a performance by the Detroit Lions. Y for yes, N for no. This has been just a dominant performance by Detroit. 14 points in the first quarter, 10 points in the second quarter. They've run 41 plays. The Niners have actually run 28 so far. Massive differences. The two long plays for San Francisco were 28 and 23. And beyond that, it's been a 15-yard catch, 11-yard catch. Nothing longer than 7 on the ground. Some of the stats here from the first half of this game. We'll stay live, by the way, for this game. T-Dog, we are not doing the Pro Bowl. I just don't care enough about the Pro Bowl. I am not doing it. We'll do Senior Bowl coverage on Saturday, not live, but we'll do a winners and losers there. Jermaine's calling to play Sam Darnold, by the way. Here's the thing. Purdy hasn't been out there. Like, Purdy's last throw came with 5:17 to go. Since the INT, he's thrown 2 passes. That was at the midway point of the second half.
Yeah,
second quarter.
I think the Lions, you really just have to give them credit for their first half that they just put up.
Yeah, like this is about Detroit for me.
Like, Brock Purdy has not just played like shit.
He had a bad throw on the interception, but that's kind of been it. I've been very impressed by Detroit so far. Very impressed. Hitman says get a random intern to do the Pro Bowl. There you go. JDub23, $10 into our jersey raffle. That is a custom jersey we'll do a duck race for at the end of today's game. So make sure you watch to the end of that one. I appreciate that, J-Dub. I think, is that a Jameer? That's Jameer, right? That's Gibbs. Couldn't quite tell from here if it was Gibbs or Williams, but I couldn't tell how many ones there were. That is Gibbs. Thank you, my friend. $10, you're in. Niners got to get something going here quickly. Not just on offense. It is, I don't know what the numbers are, but I feel like teams that allow 150 yards on the ground in a half or close to it in the first half are probably like a 2% win percentage, if that. the offense is going to get a lot of blame, as they should, because they haven't done enough at all. But like, this is like, you can't win like this. This like you can't get off the field on third downs. You've gotten 2 stops all game, a field goal and a punt. They're cooking you on third downs, and they are gashing you over the middle and through the air. Think about what was one of our big keys of the game. Who attacks the middle of the field better? Survey is Lions have cooked them. Laporta and St. Brown have thrived there. I mean, like, they've all been over the middle throws to a certain extent. There's been a couple out routes, but it's been over the middle, over the middle. The Lions' ground game is averaging 7 yards a carry. Even if you take away the 42-yard run, it's 20 carries for 106 yards in the first half. That's been incredible. Jared Goff so far has outplayed Brock Purdy, but I also wouldn't say like Jared Goff's played out of his mind. You can go to it, pick a QB right now, BP or JG. It's obviously Goff right now. Like, I don't think Purdy's played well, and Goff's been very good. But, this isn't like a, Mahomes, Allen carrying the team. This has just been like, yeah, it's easy when the guys are wide open and they get me a bunch of yak, which is a good thing for a team, by the way, to be clear. It means your coaching staff and your supporting guys are doing a fantastic job, and you're not making the quarterback do everything for you. That is a good thing. Make no mistake. And Goff has been vastly better tonight. But they're going to have to air it out with Purdy now, because McCaffrey, 10 carries, 29 yards. That Lions front has done a really good job so far. The Niners front has not. And there have been some awesome runs by Montgomery and Gibbs, to be clear. That offensive line for Detroit, they are enforcing their will so far. Things have to get going sooner than later for the 49ers. So pick your QB, JG or BP. No surprise here. It is vastly Jared Goff's in the comments, which I would argue is correct. I would argue that is very much the correct way to go about it there. So, Lions 24, Niners 7. As the Niners, by the way, will get the ball to begin the second half, but they're going to have to start cooking some stuff up and getting going here. This is going to have to be Brock Purdy had, I think it was 89 yards basically in the first quarter or close to it. It has not gone his way since then. Because they scored, he had 28 yards on the first play of the second half. So, 60-ish yards, whatever it is. And then about 30-something in the second quarter. It's not very good. I feel like it's, Montgomery, 9 for 60. That's fine. Yeah, then you throw in Gibbs, 11 for 46, and Jamison, 1 for 42 on the ground. Lions are taking it to the 49ers right now, 24-7. I am surprised at how well this Lions defense has played, because they haven't been that good so far this season. In fact, they've had real struggles stopping the passing game so far this year. Matthew Stafford, 367 yards through the air. The Bucs, 349 through the air. The Vikings, to wrap up the regular season, 396 through the air. The Cowboys, last time the Lions lost a game, 345 through the air. The other game against the Minnesota Vikings was Nick Mullins, 411 through the air. When they blew out Denver, it was only 223 for Russell Wilson. It had been 5 straight games. The Lions had allowed at least 300 passing yards. And frankly, well beyond 300 passing yards. And they have righted the ship in very impressive fashion so far, taking it to the 49ers, beating them at their own game. I have been very impressed across the board by what the Lions have been able to do, and maybe they are the team of destiny. We shall see. There's a lot of game left to go in this one, but the Niners, The win probability, which I love to use, I think gives you good vibe for, okay, how you doing today? 85% in favor of Lions. It doesn't seem like as high as I thought it would be. 3 scores. I'm gonna get some EPA per play stats here. Kind of read those off at halftime. Jared Goff, a very nice 0.31 EPA per play, 6.8 total. Brock Purdy, minus 1.1, the interception. The Lions have a 90% series success rate. It's incredible. Other EPAs per play here, Jahmyr Gibbs, 0.14. David Montgomery, 0.49. Jameson Williams are the big 4, which is massive for one play. Because you're already in plus territory, so it's not quite the full 7. St. Brown, 1.24 is all those third down plays. Gibbs, minus 0.44 on the pass because he got tackled on third down. This is the Lions, it's all green except for the early down pass plays. EPA success rate, all of it is just green. McCaffrey, 0.05. Debo, 0.68 on the carries. Ayuk in the negative because he's only caught one of his targets so far today. The Lions ground game just destroying them right now in very impressive fashion. Very impressive fashion. Who you got in this one, folks? L for the Lions, 4 for the Runners. I will change the pin poll here since we're at halftime. Who you got? Because this game has not gone the way I think any of us expected. San Francisco taking it or getting it drilled into them by Detroit. The Lions versus Niners drives so far, here's your votes come in. Niners drives were 12 plays, 45 yards, missed a field goal. 8 plays, 75 yards, touchdown. 5 plays, 12 yards, interception. 3 plays, no yards, punt. That's it. That is all the Niners have had today. 4 drives with the end of half kneel down. Detroit, 4 plays, 75 yards, touchdown. 11 plays, 62 yards, touchdown. 7 plays, 29 yards, punt. 5 plays, 46 yards, touchdown. 17 plays, 68 yards, field goal. Mighty impressive by Detroit on both offense and defense. Today's Super Chat menu is as follows. Any super, a shout out. $5, we'll talk about your team. $10 is a raffle entry into a custom jersey. We can do any team, any name, any number, whatever. We'll raffle that off at the end of the game. We'll do a duck race for it. If we have like a Lions one and they win, we should probably do that, but I don't know what we have available there. $10 is the entry there. We'll do some free entries in the third and fourth quarters as well. $20. Oh, we didn't do the beer bong last time. Shoot. Every quarter, who's ever stuck holding the beer bong does it. So I'll do this one. We didn't have any 20s, right? Okay. Chris is going to start with this one this time. If you want me to do a second one, got to send in a 20. $50 is a jungle bong on demand as well. I think we'll hold off on the Venmos. There's no one sent them in yet, so we'll skip. I will also make note that every 100 likes is a beer cheers. We are 50 away from that, my friends. Make sure that air bubble gets all the way out. You don't want that hitting you. We did do the second quarter entry queue. We'll do them for the third quarter as well. Cheers to you guys. Here we go.
Yeah, I want to say I
can do beer bongs.
Mark had the second quarter entry.
He did. We'll do them for the third quarter, the free entry as well. We're 50 likes away from 400. And how about them Lions?
Team of Destiny, baby.
I have said it before. I'll say it again. Coaching matters.
Yeah.
And I think that this Lions team has fully bought into what Dan Campbell has been selling. And it's been wildly impressive.
Isn't it funny? I've really only seen it like recently being brought back up. All the people who were talking a bunch of crap about Dan Campbell when he first got hired. I joked about it earlier, talking about biting the kneecap off and all that stuff. Everybody in the mainstream sports media is just talking so much shit about him. And I'm just so excited that he can just shove it right back in their face.
I will say, I'm kind of on this note here. I don't think this has ever happened before. Maybe it has, and I just don't remember it. That the first game of the NFL season and the last game are the same matchup.
Oh, wow.
But that would happen if the Lions hold on here in the second half.
That would be amazing.
I tweeted out RIP the Super Bowl logo conspiracy because it's red and purple. Now people are saying, well, red and blue make purple. There's still red on there, guys. You can't just again. That's the whole point of it. Like if you put enough red and blue on there, it's gonna work. 1st and 10. Niners. I would argue this is a must-score touchdown drive here. Because they can't get a stop on defense. Juszczyk and Kittle, the two extras alongside Ayuk and Debo. Toss to McCaffrey. McCaffrey going to get a nice run there. Picks up 8, maybe 9. All right, 40 likes there from another beer cheers. I'll need one more once we get there. 2nd and 2. Purdy under center. Tight end fullback to the right. Play action for McCaffrey. Purdy downfield. Got him in. It's Debo. And Debo past the midfield point to the 41. A deep dig to Debo for a first down. They attack the middle of the field on play action. A nice throw by Purdy. Debo open over the middle. 1st and 10. Debo, 3 for 47. Purdy now 8 of 16 for 119 and a pick. Debo in cheat motion left side. Purdy pumps, checks down to Debo. Debo is going to make one man miss, and Samuel, past 35, gets about 9 on that one. Check down to Debo, made a man miss, and got 9. That is all yak. And that is a 9-yard gain. And about 11 yards after contact and after the catch. 2nd and short now. Debo's got 56 receiving yards, 7 yards on the ground. I'm waiting for George Kittle to get involved. This is probably going to be a run play here. Jawan Jennings checks in at receiver. Kittle in motion from right to left. Jennings in motion behind Purdy. It's a reverse to Debo. Debo is going to lose yardage. You're a yard away, and you lose 4 or 5, maybe just 3, on a reverse. Josh Pascal, the kind of run-setting edge. Pascal does a great job of staying home. Kittle doesn't block him. Now it's 3rd and 4-ish. From the Lions 35. Only 4.5. McCaffrey going to flex out wide. Empty personnel for Purdy. Purdy looking, stepping up, scrambling across his body. A great catch by Jawan Jennings. Oh my goodness. Purdy with one of the more dangerous throws you'll see. Away from his body, just kind of tossed one up there. And Jennings just skies for it. Makes a one-handed grab. Unbelievable catch by Jennings. 1st down, Niners. A gain of 8. That is one of the best catches you'll see all weekend long. Ray McLeod in the game at receiver. He comes in motion. Handoff to McCaffrey. McCaffrey going to try to bounce it wide. Going to get 1.5 yards, maybe 2. This is kind of like peak Purdy moment. In these moments, he gets a little reckless. It's not going to be a first down. He throws it across his body into traffic, and Jennings makes a one-handed grab. Just insanity. 2nd and 8, 11:20 to go now in the third quarter. Ball at the 25.5-yard line of the Lions. Actually, 2nd and 8.5, frankly. Motion, Purdy under pressure, floats it high, and dangerous throw. Out of bounds. They tried to run kind of an orbit swing pass. The Lions read it to perfection. 3rd and 8. Type in those threes now. Down by 17. It's not really 4-down territory, but man, a field goal does not make you feel better about this. Get to Steve, super chat here momentarily, but it's 3rd and 8 first. Purdy, a delayed blitz. Steps up. Downfield. Overshot Jennings. And that one hurt Jennings. Field goal time. Purdy sailed a high throw. Jennings skied for it and landed pretty painfully on his back. Steve, Lions are playing better than everyone thought they would, I bet. I mean, they were a 7-point dog, and they flipped the spread by 17 so far, plus the 7 they were given. You took the Lions to cover. You're feeling great right now. Steve's into our jersey raffle, by the way. Thank you, Steve. 4th and 8, Moody. He makes that one from 43, 24-10, 11:02 to go in the third quarter. The Lions lead San Francisco after the drive stalled out. It was a good drive, 50 yards. The second best drive of the day for San Francisco, but not enough. The Lions offense set to come back out there here. But first, a word from today's sponsor, Prize Picks. It's daily fantasy made easy, folks. PrizePicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. Link will be in the comments and the description of today's show. You pick 2 to 6 player stat projections, more than or less than on those picks. And you do flex play, get all but one right at minimum, or power play, get them all right. Here's my slate. I did a power play and a flex play where I took out the Pacheco because it kind of nerfs your flex play boost because it's a half receiving yard. He got there, by the way. The Gus Bus did not. He only had 3 carries for 20 yards. He would have done it if they'd run the ball. It was a bad game plan by Todd Monken, unfortunately. Sam Laporta, more than 47.5 yards. He's at 45 in the first half alone. I feel great about that one. The Brock Purdy one against a Lions defense that allowed 300-plus passing yards in 5 straight games is at 136. As the Niners, I don't think Kyle Shanahan trusts him. That's the vibe. Like they've had not to fully get it out. We'll see what happens in the second half because they're down by 2 scores. Might get a backdoor garbage time cover on that front. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for that first deposit match up to $100. Link will be in the comments section and the description of today's show. Every 500 subs is a beer bong on today's show. 450-ish away. I don't know if we're going to get there, Chris. Got to 355 today, which is awesome. Thank you all for subbing. Good audience going on right now. But can we get to 354? I don't know. We are also 1 like away from 369. 369 on the subs. Every 100 likes is a beer cheers on today's show. I need another beer, by the way. Someone unliked it. I think they wanted it to be 369, so they unliked to be the final one. Okay. 100 likes is a beer cheers. We got 1,300 people watching live right now, so if you haven't already, like the video. It's free, simple, and easy, as Jake Moody's kick will go about 5 yards deep in the end zone for a touchback. Ooh, we're making the move to the Monster energy drinks. They are a little bit stronger than the other ones I was drinking earlier. Sorry, Monster hard soda. These 6%. It's not bad. Not bad. JDub23 says, let's go Lions. Thank you, JDub. I appreciate that. You are in to our jersey entry. All right, Lions back out there on offense. They had Montgomery and Laporta out wide. They motion inline, offset I form. Play action from Montgomery. Laporta gets 5 and 10 and 15 and a first down for the Lions. Laporta hitting the Prize Picks more than, count it, up over 50 yards now on the day, approaching 60. Might have passed 60, actually. He got to 61, he did. That's just, again, it's a play-action pass. It's a 5-yard throw and 10 yards of yak. You'll love to see it from a design perspective. Goff in the shotgun. Montgomery to his right. Goff. Toss to Montgomery. Montgomery is going to get 4, maybe 5. Penei Sewell, the lead blocker. I mean, again, these edges for the Niners are not keeping contained. Chase Young gets taken on the play immediately. So 2nd and 4. They gave him 6 on that run. 7 likes away as well. Almost to midfield for 2 plays. That was it. They're going to motion Laporta in line. Montgomery the lone back, and somebody jumped here. Lions say it was San Francisco. Let's see what the officials say. In what has been a mostly penalty-free game so far, it is offsides on San Francisco. That is the 3rd penalty of the game. The clear mandate from the NFL, stop throwing flags, refs. Clearly, with all playoff game long, it's been don't call them unless you have to. 1st and 10, Laporta now in the backfield, an I-form set, St. Brown in motion. Goff, hands off to Montgomery. Montgomery is going to pick up 7 or 8. I mean, this is just a gashing. Right down the throats of San Francisco. 400 likes as well. Cheers. Second and 3. Cabinda at tight end. Extra lineman. It's Dan Skipper on the right side. Plus a normal tight end. Hand off to Montgomery. Montgomery, first down. I mean, again, it's 2nd and 3, and he's getting 4 yards before he's even getting contacted. I mean, this offensive line performance is a dominant one. Decker, Coyote Iwasika, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Frank Ragnow, Graham Gaskell, Penei Sewell, and Dan Skipper too. Dominant. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. Montgomery, the lone back. Play action. Goff has all day. A bomb. Laporta cannot get to it. It's overshot. Laporta was open and Goff missed him. That was just... You're right, Chris. That's 2 big plays that Goff had and he could not connect on. It's a tough throw. It's a tighter window because you got to drop it in a bucket. He had him. Trips right. St. Brown now going to motion from right to left. Laporta on that side. Monty, the lone back to the right of Goff in the shotgun. Goff drops back. Quick one. Laporta gets half of it to the 30. Green lawn coverage. 3rd down. Type in those 3s. Remember, the Lions love to run the ball in these 3rd down scenarios. They are not afraid of it. They like their running and they like their blocking. 3 Lions players have more yards on the ground than Christian McCaffrey does. Laporta in motion from left to right. Goff barking out signals. This isn't often a check into a run. Hand off to St. Brown in the backfield. Doesn't get it. He got half of it on 3rd and 4. Well, now you're in 4th and 2. It'd be a 50-ish yard try. Just under 50. Lions stand out there to go for it. 4th and 2. Type in those 4s. Lions offense still out there. Pivotal moment in the game. Gonna get the stop or not? It's a full 2. Gibbs to the left of Goff. Laporta motions to that from left to right. Goff drops back to pass. Pressure coming. Avoids it. Throws. Incomplete. Reynolds could not bring it down. The Niners defense, a massive stop. And there's life in this game again. Reynolds has to catch that. That is on Reynolds. Goff steps up, avoids the pressure, throws it off the hands of Reynolds. And all of a sudden, some life is given. It would have been a 55-yard try. I have no complaints about going for it because I love aggression. But that is a big stop. From about 90% win chance down to about 86, 85. It's a big swing for one play in a game on defense for your team. 24-10. Niners get the ball back. And if you go get 7, all of a sudden we got ourselves a ball game again. Will they come back? Y for yes, N for no. People saying it's a bad coaching decision. They made the play though. Like they did deliver. Also, I can't do math. Like a 47-yard field goal, not 50. I don't know what I'm doing.
It's not a bad coaching decision. It's bad execution.
They made the throw. This is also who they are. Like they are aggressive to their core. But 40, it would have been like 45 yards, not the 50 I said because I can't do math apparently. It doesn't make it more feasible. I'd say it matters. The Niners also missed a field goal. I think Mark Ryan's a good point too. Run the ball. Might have been a better shot, but it hit Reynolds in the hands. He's got to make that catch. Now, it's going to be a ding against Goff, but now maybe your play shouldn't go to your number 4 receiver / number 3 receiver, but
I think too with your defense playing so well up to this point, like you kind of might as well. You trust them.
Sonny says, take a math class. You're not wrong, Sonny. You're not wrong. Which, by the way, super easy math, by the way. It's not like I'm doing like 35 or 25 plus 17 or some shit. Like, there's a 0 there. Couldn't do it. I'm an idiot. All right, the Niners have a life again. Ball to 28. Purdy, swing to Debo with blockers. Debo, first down and more, 40 to the 45, 46. Debo Samuel, injured last week, playing through the pain, and it looks like a shoulder harness too, maybe. First down. Olsen's blaming Goff. That ball's hit him square in the hands. Like, you're a pro receiver. Make the catch. Injured Lion, by the way. I can't get a number there. 31. I think that's Kirby Joseph. Yes, it is Kirby Joseph. That would be a notable loss. The Lions have depth at safety. Ifeatu Melifonwu, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Brian Branch can play safety as well. But that would be a big loss for a starting safety, as his hand, shoulder, whatever, looks like he's going to be okay. He's going like this a lot. Stinger, nerve got kind of like pinched in the nerve, the wrong spot. I think he might be back in the game. We'll see. They'll do the medical test, etc. 1st and 10 Niners, 6:39 to go here in the third quarter. Purdy in the shotgun. McCaffrey to his left. Motion from Kittle. Purdy looking. Wants the bomb. Downfield. Ayuk. A lot of contact. Flag. And caught by Ayuk. He's in. Oh my goodness. Was he down by contact? Waiting for an official signal. Ayuk off a tip. Pulled it down. What's the call? Going to be, I think, DPI here. Ayuk, a diving catch. That's a touchdown. He wasn't down. Kindle Vildor bounced it off his helmet. Oh, he might have been down on the touch as he was diving with the football. Kindle Vildor has it bounce off his helmet. Ayuk stays on his feet, makes a diving catch. He might have been grazed as he was going down. Oh my goodness. He is going to be down at about the 5, I think, by contact. But oh my goodness, what a play by Brandon Ayuk. A gain of 51 yards through DPI. Ball, hand hits the thigh of Ayuk. He will be down by contact inside the 5. Holy shit. Debo in motion. Handoff to McCaffrey. Nothing there. A loss of several. Brian Branch and Aleem McNeil bring him down. Branch snuck on in. And Aleem McNeil blew through Aaron Banks as well. 2nd and goal now. 5.5-ish to go in the third quarter. Ball at the 6.5 for Purdy in the shotgun. Trips left. Branch showing a nickel blitz. He brings it. Purdy over the middle. Incomplete. Tried to go to Ayuk, and it's a key third down. The $10 super chat stands. If they score here, it's a shot, plus a custom jersey raffle entry. It's the Prize Picks Red Zone, by the way. prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for our first deposit match up to $100. What does Shanahan draw up here? Kittle, Ayuk, Samuel, Jennings, and McCaffrey. 3 receivers left. One of them going to come in motion. It's Jennings from left to right. Ball at the 6.5. Purdy in the shotgun. Down by 14. Purdy, 4-man pressure. Stepping up. End zone. Caught by Ayuk. Touchdown Niners. It's a 1-score game again. Purdy a strike. Ayuk the grab. 24-16. Game's not over yet, folks. They had Debo and Ayuk to that side. Ayuk ran, I don't know what to call it, an angle route from the receiver spot. Fake left, go to the right side. A hezzy slant. I don't know. A stutter. Extra point time to make it a 7-point game from Jake Moody. Good snap, good hold. It is good. 24-17. Before the 4th down attempt, the win probability was at 91.5%. It is now down to 64.6. Brandon Ayuk stepping up in massive fashion. 3 catches, 68 yards. The last 2, about a combined 56, 57 for the score, as well as Purdy up to 210 passing yards now on 13 of 24, thanks to a 51-yard bomb. Now will the Niners come back? Why for yes and for no? We'll do our free entry here as well. 60 seconds on the clock. Whoever comments the most gets that free entry into our free jersey raffle giveaway. End of the game, we'll do that here. $10 gets you an entry as well. That's the guaranteed entry. But the free one goes right now. Oh, we got a potential banger of a game on our hands here. Kirby Joseph, formerly questionable as well. I have not seen Derek Barnes come back in the game yet. 60 seconds, comment whatever you want to, and we will give a free entry into our custom jersey raffle here. What a response drive by San Francisco. As your comments come in here. 5 plays, 72 yards. 17 yards to Debo. 51 yards to the 4. Loss of 2, incomplete. 6 yards strike to Brandon Ayuk. By the way, George Kittle, MIA today. 1 target, 0 catches for 0 yards. Debo and Brandon, balling. McCaffrey, involved. Now it's up to the Lions to get a little response drive here. Or do they start to teeter a little bit? We shall see. All right, Chris, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who gets our free entry for today's giveaway?
I think we're going to go with Josh on this one.
Josh gets it?
Yep.
Josh gets it. We'll do one in the 4th quarter as well, so stay tuned for that, my friends. Big play, big swing in this game here, potentially. All right, it's all based on the end result, you know. But in the moment, it's a big one. Lions up by 7 now, 24-17. Jake Moody, a line drive kick off the hands of Green into the end zone for a touchback. Antoine, there's a weird kick by Moody. All right, it's Lions football. 1st and 10. Laporta in motion from left to right. 5:15 to go here in the 1st quarter. Gibbs the lone back. Laporta back to left side in motion. Handoff to Gibbs on a little trap play. He's going to fumble the football. Niners got it. Niners recover the fumble. Jahmyr Gibbs coughs it up. Eric Armstead dove on it. It's Niners football. Oh, my goodness. Jahmyr Gibbs didn't have a great hold on it and gets it ripped out by Tashawn Gibson. Eric Armstead dives on it. Steve's need a Harbaugh number 4 Charger jersey. Go Lions. I appreciate it, Steve. You're into our entry again. Every 10 gets you in. And the Niners are a couple of yards away from being in the red zone here. Purdy in the shotgun. Kittle in motion. Swing to Kittle. Kittle upended. No gain. A loss of 1. Cam Sutton brings him down. Finally get Kittle involved. It's a loss of 1. 2nd and 11. Back at the 25 now. Inside of 5 to go, the Niners defense back-to-back massive stops. Second and 11 at the 25. Back at the 14 on this play for the 1st down. Ayuk in motion. Now back to the right side. Purdy drops back. Pumps, scrambling, running, Purdy, 1st down, 10, runs over his own man, 5, inside of the 4.5. It's a Brock Purdy scramble. 1st down, Niners in the red zone. Little Purdy running action. Inside the Prize Picks red zone. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Use code CLNS. First deposit match up to $100. $10 if they score. TD here's a shot plus the jersey raffle entry. From the 4, Jennings tight in line at receiver. Kittle flips to that side too. Debo in motion. Jet sweep to Debo. Debo is at the 1, taken down by Alex Anzalone. 2nd and goal from the 1. 3.5 to go in the third quarter. The Niners are a yard away from potentially tying this football game up as Debo checks out. I think that last hit stung a bit for him. They've marked him down 1.5 yards shy. Heavy personnel, all the tight ends, a fullback, McCaffrey, the handoff, he's in! Touchdown 49ers! They have not quit. Down by 3 scores. They have not rolled over. They're right back tied now with an extra point if they make it. By the way, Jalen Reeves-Maybin was slow to get up for the Lions. Extra linebacker depth with Derek Barnes banged up. He did something there on that play. Kind of went down immediately. Moody to tie it up. 3:02 to go in the third quarter. Good snap, good hold, and drilled. We are tied up at 24 apiece, folks. What a football game this has been. The Lions at one point had a 90% win probability rate. 91.5. It is now Niners 62.5%. Oh, how the turntables. How the turntables. We are 70 likes away from another beer cheers as well. Who you got? I'm going to change the pin poll again. It's time for another one. Been a lot of votes. This game has changed too much, though. Who you got? What a football game this is. The Niners have come alive. 17 unanswered in the second half. Field goal. Turnover on downs by Detroit. Touchdown. One play. Fumble. Touchdown. San Francisco. Team sports and the teams of both sides ebbing and flowing back and forth. Lions defense was playing lights out. The offense was moving the ball incredibly well on the ground. Now, they've gone a little bit silent here. 9 plays for the Niners offense, 14 points. Helps when one of them has the ball inside the 25, but still. 24 all in this game. Who you got? 4 for the Niners, L for the Lions. 3:02 to go in the third quarter. And remember to like that video and subscribe as well, folks. I think the Lions need to settle in a little bit here. The fumble was bad. You missed it. Your last 2 plays have been a drop and a fumble. Bad. Beyond that, they are okay. But you need to stabilize yourselves here, because this is where a game can get away from you. You start feeling the pressure. You start panicking a little bit. Feel like you're trying to run uphill instead of run downhill all of a sudden. They should be okay if they can settle in here. Hit that sub button if you haven't already. 500 subs is a beer bong, because otherwise it's too many. 355.5 is our next goal. Hit that sub button. We'll be live for the Super Bowl, by the way. Super Bowl watch party as well. The crowd is suddenly back into it for San Francisco. Go figure, 14 points in all of 3.5 minutes of game time. 3 minutes of game time does that for you. Moody bombs that one 7 yards deep for a touchback. So Lions back out on offense. What do they do here? Gibbs coughed it up on their last play. Monty, Reynolds, Laporta, St. Brown. And I think I saw Jameson Williams out there. Yes, I did. Laporta in motion from right to left. Goff under center. Now motion from St. Brown. Handoff to Montgomery, and there's nothing there. Chase Young blowing it up. The Niners defense playing with renewed passion and energy right now. 2nd and 10. 500 likes under the big old beer cheers if we get there. Third quarter, $20 for a beer bong, or else Chris has to do it. All right, I'll do it. I'll start with it. It's easier that way. We got fourth quarter coming up here. 2nd and 10. 20 if you want Chris to do it. Otherwise, I'll do it. It's hot potato. Goff. Over the middle. Caught by Laporta. He didn't hold on to it. He dropped it. Incomplete. Would have been a gain of 13 and a half. Kind of a wobbly throw, but a great play by Tashawn Gibson. Hits his shoulder on the hands of Laporta. That's just a good defensive play. Now, it hit his hands, but defender made a great play. I'm not sure I call it one a drop, frankly. 3rd and 10. The Lions need this right now. St. Brown, the third down, Sun God King. Goff wants the snap. Gets it with a second left. Niners a delayed pressure. Over the middle. Bobbled and dropped by Reynolds again. Oh, Josh Reynolds. Josh Reynolds, 2 massive drops on 4th down and 3rd down. It's right in his hands. And it's not the fault of Jared Goff. His last 3 throws have all hit the hands of the receiver. None of them caught. Punt is away. Great punt. And bounds the 5. And now it's a touchback. He touched it. They're going to discuss it. It's a touchback. It bounced at the 5. Chase Lucas, yeah, that left foot, he just overran it enough. That was almost one of the greatest punts in history. It's a 74-yard punt. Even with the touchback, it's a 54-yard punt. That's still that is an impressive punt, nonetheless. But that was almost a 73-yard punt down at the 1. I mean, he bombed that. And I get, I'm going to go over my head. I would have too. To have backspin on a 70-yard punt is unbelievable. Jack Fox. Wow. All right. What will happen on this next drive for San Francisco? 2:01 to go in the third quarter. And for the first time since the opening drive, the Niners are tied up. This is the first time they've had the ball tied in this game. First time. They have been down the entire game on offense until this next play. So what will happen? TD, FG, turnover, or punt. By the way, every 100 likes is a giant beer chug for you guys. It's called a cheers to appease the bosses there. We're at 440 run right now with over 1,000 people watching live right now. 1,500, I should say. So if every person likes it, that's like 4 beers in a row, basically, for the amount of beer cheers I do. Because it's about 4 to 5 beer cheers finishes the beer. So like that video if you haven't already done so. If you want to make producer Chris do the beer bong for the hot potato, it is a $20 super chat because right now it's in my possession. So if you want Chris to do it, $20 super chat, $10 gets you into our custom jersey raffle entry at the end of the game. We will do that. Niners set to take over on offense. Ball will be at their own 20-yard line. 17 unanswered by San Francisco. Debo in motion from left to right. So it's Juszczyk and Kittle to the left side. Ayuk on the right side as well. Play action from Purdy. Purdy under pressure. Ducks under a sack. Avoids it. Purdy rolling left, throwing. Caught. Juszczyk a first down. The fullback dragging his feet along the sidelines. First down, Niners. I mean, that is gorgeous. That is a fullback. And a great play by Purdy ducking under a sure sack on a blitz from Ifeatu Melifonwu. That is gorgeous footwork by Juszczyk. 1st and 10 now for Purdy under center. McCaffrey the lone back. McCaffrey the handoff. McCaffrey cuts it up and gets a nice run. Not down yet. Going to pick up 7 or 8. 2nd down for the 49ers. 1:10 to go now in the 3rd quarter. Keep liking, keep subbing. Purdy up to 15 of 26 for 220. 164 yards this half, 43 for the Lions. That's it. Five-man front for Detroit. Kind of put a linebacker down there. Handoff to McCaffrey. McCaffrey, first down. Type in those ones. Christian McCaffrey up the gut. That is going to be the final play if they don't have to run one here of the 3rd quarter. No play required. Don't think they're going to run one here. Let's see if they do. Purdy under center. Motion from Juszczyk. He went kill, kill, kill. I don't think they're going to snap it. Let's see. They do not. 4th quarter we go. Tied up at 24. It is 49ers football. You know what to do in the 4th quarter. Spam your 4s in the comment section. As we have one hell of a football game on our hands. And whoever puts 4 in the comments the most right now will get a free entry into our custom jersey raffle at the end of today's show. Spam those 4s in the comment section here. I'm going to sip some water.
This is the last free entry of the night, guys, so make it count right now.
Niners 24, Lions 24. Keep the 4s coming. Some stats here as your comments come in. Purdy, 219, touchdown on an INT. McCaffrey, 16 for 52 and 2 scores. Purdy, 2 carries, 20 yards. Debo, 3 carries for 7 yards. Also 5 carries for 73 yards. Ayuk, 3 for 68 and a score. George Kittle, 1 catch, -1 yard. Wow. Monty, 13 carries, 79 yards and a score. Jahmyr Gibbs, 12 for 45 and a score, but a fumble as well. Jameson Williams, 1 carry, 42 yards and a score. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the Sun God, 5 for 73. Sam Laporta, 6 for 67. Monty, 2 catches for 20 yards, by the way, as well. Goff, 15 of 26 for 167. He now has to step up in the 4th quarter of this game. Going to have to be him. By the way, it's not his fault. He's had 3 passes. His last 3 passes, when his team was up by 14, since then, 3 passes. Caught 2 drops and a great defensive play that hit the, wide receiver's hands. Not been Goff's fault. All right, Chris. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who is our 4th quarter entry here?
We're going to go with our guy, Ty Man the Buckeye.
Ty Man the Buckeye. We might do one late in the game. We shall see. $10 gets you the entry as well. We will run that at the end of today's show. I might be feeling generous for a final one. We'll see. We'll clear it by the bosses. Score prediction time. Niners, Lions. Who you got? Largest NFC Championship comeback, 17 points by the Niners over the Falcons many years ago. Purdy in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Screen to Debo. Debo's going to drag a defender for a half yard. As Kindle Vildor kind of clung on for dear life there. Not a great block by Brandon Ayuk. He whiffed on it. It's a good job by Debo to get a half yard. By the way, Debo on that play kind of got bounced in the turf, but it looks like he's okay. 2nd and 9. 4th quarter. Niners football at their own 45-yard line. Play clock down to 15 here, by the way. 44.5, we'll call it. 2nd and 9.5. Purdy in the shotgun. McCaffrey to his right. He drops back. Looking. Downfield off his back foot. Kittle's wide open. 1st down and more. Kittle finally makes a play. His 2nd target of the game. Goes for 28. They had Kittle stacked behind Debo, and Kittle ran kind of a out route, basically kind of fake to the inside, cut it out. Great throw by Purdy in the bucket to Kittle. 1st and 10, Niners football at the 27-yard line. Purdy under center. McCaffrey gets the outside zone handoff, and McCaffrey picks up half of it to the 23. Call it 2nd and 5.5 here. 13:25 to go here in the football game. We're all tied up at 24 apiece. Second and 6. Play clock at 15. Purdy at 2:48 to the air now. Under 100 at the end of the first half is climbing since then. Need 20 more yards for my prize picks, or 21 more yards for my prize picks. And the clock went all the way down. They've called a timeout. I don't like wasting timeouts there. Just mistakes here. And honestly, we can even call the Kindle Vildor play a drive. It was going to be PI, but mistakes by Detroit. A drop on 4th down. A fumble on the first play. A drop on 3rd down. 7 points on the Niners' first 5 drives. 17 on their last 3. The Niners have flipped the script in the second half. Now down to 2 timeouts. Lions have all 3. 2nd and 6. Got to get to the 5.5. 5.5 here. Ball to 23. Purdy in the shotgun. He drops back. Under pressure. Stepping up. Purdy scrambling. And Purdy, a 1st down inside the 15. Type in those ones. As we get to the Prize Picks Red Zone, prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. Can't tell my TV's over here, by the way. $10 super chat. The Niners score TD is a shot, plus a free entry into our jersey raffle. If they score the TD, you get the shot too, plus the jersey entry. That's a $10 super. 1st and 10. Ayuk in motion from right to left. Loaded box here. Extra tight end in the game. Well, it's a fullback, excuse me. Purdy, play action. Has some time. Looking. Under pressure. Takes a sack. You got to throw it, Purdy. That was way too long in the pocket. Max protect play call. Ayuk. Oh, he fell down. If Ayuk works back, he's open. Good protection. You got to throw it there, Purdy. Just bombed out the back of the end zone. A 7-yard sack taken by Purdy. That's on him. Got to throw it away. Goff did a bad one earlier too. Now back at the 20. Play clock at 3, 2. The snap comes. Purdy, under pressure, going to go down again. The Niners offense looked like they didn't know what the play call was. Juwan Jennings going like this to the sidelines over and over. I think Purdy should have bailed left and not right, but that's a 5 hitches for 5-yard hitches across the board. I don't like that play call. Purdy's helmet kind of gets popped off on the hit by James Houston, by the way. 3rd down, type in those threes. It's now 3rd and 20. Just like that. At the 22. Purdy drops back to pass. Over the middle to Debo. Debo, True stays on his feet to the 15. They were trying to block downfield. A design little drag to Debo, and you got guys blocking, trying to get him to the edge. So Jake Moody on for the field goal try. He missed one from 48, I believe, earlier. Made one from, I think, 43 earlier. This one fairly short. I was right on my numbers, by the way. A 33-ish yard try here from the left hash. Moody's kick. Well, the snap coming. Good snap, good hold, and Moody is dead center. And the first time all game, the Lions have a lead, 27-24. The Niners had the lead, excuse me. By the way, they clearly could have called a roughing the passer penalty on James Houston. Purdy's on the ground, and he goes helmet to helmet on him. That could have easily been called. Helmet gets popped off. That's one that maybe other quarterbacks end up getting. Did not get it there. Niners, 27. Lions, 24. We're going all the way down to the wire in this one, in both the game and my prize picks for the NFC Championship game. It's daily fantasy made easy. 2 to 6 player stat projections, more than or less than. Can mix and match sports. Can do the flex play. Got to get 2 out of 3 right, 3 out of 4 right. It gives you 1 to get wrong. The power play is all or nothing. So I did 2 prize picks this week. I did the all-in power play on these 4. I missed Gus Edwards. I also took one away from Isaiah Pacheco because that does kind of negatively impacts your return on the flex play. Did not get Gus Edwards. I got Sam Laporta. He's at 67. Purdy at 268.5. He's at 255 now with over half of the fourth quarter to go. So I feel pretty good about my chances right now. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. Links in the comments and the description of today's show. That's prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS. Other things I might need and other stuff is, maybe Deebo Samuel, 10 yards on the ground, a few more yards from Goff, and Kittle to double his receiving yard as well. But we'll see. Hit that sub button for more free NFL videos. I did forget. Third quarter beer bong belongs to me, Chris. You got to keep me on top of these things. Call me out on it. It's been a doozy of a game. Yeah, we're good. Hit that sub button. 355.5 is a beer bong as well. Every 100 likes is a beer cheers. Here we go. Here's the replay, Chris. That should have been a flag. (27-24) fourth quarter. Is it going to be Jared Good or Jared Goof down the stretch here? Or maybe Jared Goff in the ground game wakes back up. We shall see. 6 likes away from a beer cheers. They don't need a fresh one after that. Goff going to motion Laporta from left to right. He's under center. It's a play action pass. Goff downfield, dropped, and then caught by Jamison Williams. He dropped it. It bounces off the Niners defender, and he pulls it in. Ambry Thomas had a chance for a pick, and Williams pulled it away from him. Jamison Williams. A massive play. It's a deep crosser, I'll call it. It's not really a dig. It's from the slot going to the right side of the field. First down, Lions. Goff under center. Williams in motion. Toss left to Montgomery. Montgomery breaks an arm tackle. First down and more inside the 40. 500 likes. Bottoms up. Lions are marching now. Again, Chase Young gets taken out of the play on a toss. Lions receivers are blocking hard. Thanks. First and 10 at the 37 here for the Lions. Niners territory. Goff in the shotgun. Handoff to Monty. A flea flicker. Goff has all day. A bomb. Downfield. Williams drops it. Oh, it was a catch. Jamison Williams drops it. That was a dime from Jared Goff. He gets behind Ambry Thomas, and Jamison Williams drops in. A little bit of contact from Jair Brown, but that has to be caught. Right through his hands. A touchdown is dropped by Detroit. And Ambry Thomas is now slow to get up for the Niners. What I think they would do is put Deommodore Lenoir back outside and Isaiah Oliver in the nickel. Chris, he had it. The flea flicker was executed to perfection. Jamison Williams just drops it. It's blocked well. Goff has all day. He puts it right in the bucket. And he dropped it. Right in his hands. That is painful. A lot of moments in this game that you'll think back on for both teams and go, if we had done that, if we had done that, if we had done that. That's how one-score games tend to go.
That's 4-5 drops, plus you add on the 2-3 misses by Goff on big plays. I mean, the Lions
That's how you get to 16-28
missed
passing.
on a few big plays, man.
They've all been there. David Montgomery is, by the way, 5 yards from 100 yards on the ground today. He's averaging 6.8 yards per carry. Since the Gibbs fumble, by the way, hasn't really been out there much.
And that fourth down drop, too, ended up being a touchdown for the 49ers on the following drive.
Reynolds has 3 targets. He's dropped 2 of them.
It's not a winning formula.
It's not. Neither is. And then I'll give the Niners credit, too. Their run defense has tightened up.
Very much so.
They've allowed like 40 yards-ish in the second half. That is it. 500 likes. 600 is our next beer cheers. Help us get there. And subscribe as well. We'll be live for the Super Bowl and daily videos for you guys every single day here. NFL, NBA coverage as well. Trade deadline just around the corner. So if you haven't already, like the video and sub as well. We will not be live for the Pro Bowl. I do not care enough. Ooh, inside of 400 subs. I think we can get there, Chris. It's a beer bong if we do. Ooh, yeah, Ambry Thomas kind of rolled that left ankle. So Logan Ryan checks in the game here actually at nickel, not Isaiah Oliver. Goff in the shotgun. Speaking of, Jahmyr Gibbs in the backfield. It's a pass. Goff out routes and high. Missed Gibbs. 3rd and 10 now. You drop a touchdown. Your quarterback misses the running back on an out. 3rd and 10. Type in those threes. A massive moment here. 8:24 to go in the football game. Empty for Goff. Now Montgomery swings in the backfield. 3 receivers right, tight end left. Fred Warner showing a pressure. He's going to drop it. Greenlaw coming, picked up. Goff, out route. St. Brown caught, spinning, doesn't get the first down. And now what do you do? It's 4th and 3. It'd be a 47-yard try. The Lions want to go for it, I think. Oh, they're going to go for it. Gibbs subs in for Montgomery. It's 4th down. Type in your 4s. This is who the Lions are. They're aggressive. They're all jacked up on caffeine and coffee, just like their head coaches. Goff in empty personnel. Gibbs in motion. He's still out there, out wide. Need 3 yards. Goff drops back. Pressure coming. Goff rolling right, throwing. Incomplete. The Niners defense stands strong. 2 4th down tries, a drop, and whatever that was. And they thought it was man, it was zone. You could have tried to go across the body to Reynolds. The pressure got home. Man, there's no chance for St. Brown there. Niners ball.
I know they are super aggressive, always going for it on 4th down, but you gotta tie the game.
I will say, their kicker is bad. Like, their kicker has not been good. They've shuffled kickers this year. McCaffrey up the middle is going to pick up 7 on that one. He's 4 of 4 this year on field goals because they've shuffled kickers this season. He's also missed 2 extra points. They don't trust him as well. Now it's the Niners on offense, up by 3. 7 minutes to go as the Lions offense has just fell apart. Their defense has to a total flip of these 2 halves. Play action from Purdy. Downfield, caught by Debo for a first down and a little bit more. Also probably some lack of trust in your defense as well. Because you make those 2 field goals, you're still down by 3. With Niners ball, 6.5 to go now. Except the Niners are now up by 3. A chance to make this a 2-score game. 1st and 10. Ball at their own 45-yard line. 2 tight ends and a fullback here. Ayuk the lone receiver. Charlie Warner comes in motion from left to right. Joins Kittle on that side. Use check, motion, I-form offset. Toss to McCaffrey. Is going to get a couple yards there. Kirby Joseph back in the game, making the tackle. Second down. This game's going to be viewed as a 4th quarter conversation, or a 4th down going for it conversation, but don't allow 20 unanswered either, you know. 2nd and 8. Don't drop the touchdown play call. Lions not set on defense. They are confused. 5.5 to go. Jennings in motion. Purdy in the shotgun. Drops back. Purdy looking. Checks down to McCaffrey. McCaffrey going to get to midfield and an extra yard as well. 3rd and 4 coming up here. 3rd and 4. Remember to like the video and subscribe. 5 minutes to go in a thrilling NFC Championship game. The Lions are up 24-7 at halftime. They have not scored since then. The Niners have rattled off 20 unanswered to take the lead. Drops and fourth down fails have killed Detroit. Now it's 3rd and 4. Debo in the backfield with McCaffrey. Motion from Jennings. Purdy under pressure, scrambling, rolling, beats his men. First down, 35, 30, diving. Brock Purdy, the scrambling delivers. First down, Niners. To the Lions, 28 they go. Brock Purdy has made play after play in this second half. Out of structure, chaos moments, he's delivered. He's got 51 yards on the ground. Has helped change the game as a result of the scrambles. 2 tight ends and a fullback. Ayuk, McCaffrey, Purdy. In toss outside to McCaffrey. McCaffrey breaks tackle 20, 15, 10, 5 at the 4. McCaffrey spun down. First down, Niners. 3.5 to go. And knocking on the doorstep. Says, give me one play as a breather. We're in the Prize Picks red zone. prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. If the Niners score a TD, it is a shot. By the way, he landed on his head, by the way. Looks like he's okay. First and goal from the 2. Purdy hands it off to Mitchell. He's in! Touchdown 49ers! What a second half! Extra point coming would make it 27 unanswered. $27 unanswered if the extra point is good here. With 3:02 to go in the football game. Extra point is good. 34-24. San Francisco has the lead. New pin poll coming in. Who you got? Because this game has changed. Even the 2 failed 4th down tries, 6 points are still down here. $3:02 to go. As the Niners have woken up in the second half, this will go down as one of the biggest playoff comebacks in history, if it stands. Check it out McCaffrey's neck. He did land on his head, by the way. Looked painful. By the way, the biggest play of this game for me, Chris, the Gibbs fumble. That was a free 7 that they gave up, basically. 3:02 to go. Purdy's going to have 300-plus yards of offense. Touchback here with 3:02 to play. He's 1.5 yards away from his Prize Picks, by the way. They ran it too well on the final drive. I mean, again, that first 4th down play was a drop. Like, you got 2 Josh Reynolds drops in this game. There's a lot of things that went wrong so far for Detroit, and now they need a miracle. Sub it up. Hit that button. They're going to motion St. Brown. Goff drops back to pass. Under pressure, rolling right. Drop by St. Brown. It was behind him, but hit him in the hands. Honestly, from a time of possession standpoint, the clock running, might have been a better drop than catching it. It stops the clock. It would have blown off another 20-ish seconds. Then it's for a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 10 here. Last calls on the $10 Super Chat entries for our custom jersey giveaway. Another 70 likes, and I'll do another beer cheers too. Goff on 2nd and 10. Drops back. Hesitates, finds Gibbs on a check down, and he's going to get 4 yards on that one. 3rd down. The check downs aren't going to work down by 10, man. You got to push it. Got to score twice here for the Lions. Down by 10. 2.5 to go. Goff over the middle. Caught by Laporta. 1st down. Clock will run. Tick, 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 tick. Here we go. Niners sub. 2:20 left. Ball at the 38. Lions got to go. 2:15, 2:14, 2:13, 12, 11. The snap comes. Goff over the middle. Laporta. 1st down at midfield. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. Final call and a free entry coming up for the jersey raffle. Every $10 gets you in on a super chat. Final free entry. Whoever comments the most in the next 60 seconds gets that free entry here. We'll get it going right now. We are also 60 likes away from another big old beer cheers. 60 likes away. I'll do the beer bong unless someone sends in a 20 to make producer Chris do it. You will also get extra entries for the jersey too. So keep commenting. 60 seconds here to go, or whatever we started from, for the free jersey entry, as the Niners have scored 27 unanswered to take the lead back. People are big mad at Dan Campbell online. You kick the field goal, you're still down. Now maybe you go get points here and you feel worse about it. Gibbs don't fumble. The team effort loss here. Team effort. If they cannot come back here. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chris, who gets our free entry?
This one's going to go to Cliff Padilla, I believe. How do you say the last name?
Comes out on top. I want to see what the 4th down decision bots, like the generic bots, say here. Slight go for it. So you can be mad at the analytics. The 4th and 2, the first one I liked more than the second one. But also, because they also had to play work. The receiver dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, the second one, hypothetically, you hit the field goal. It's still only a 7-point game now.
Got a chance at least.
Got a chance, yeah. Now you're trying to go down, score a touchdown or a field goal now, get the onside kick, then go down there and score again. It's way less likely.
It was a closer kick the field goal on the second one than it was the first one, based on the generic analytics. Your defense also fell apart in this second half too.
Yeah, for sure.
They fell apart. 1st and 10. Team lost if they cannot hold on here. Goff downfield, caught by Reynolds, holds on that time. Inside the 25, 1st down Lions. Remember, they have all 3 timeouts here. From the 24, Goff in the shotgun. Drops back. Out route. Laporta caught, picks up 8. Clock will stop with 1:37 to go. We are 56 likes away from a beer cheers. Like the video, and 400 plus subs away from under 400 subs away from a beer bong as well. 2nd and 2. Lions have all 3 timeouts. It's 2.5 to go for the 1st down. Ball at the 16.5. Goff over the middle. Caught by St. Brown, taken down at the 10-yard line. Clock will run. Tick, 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 tick. Goff in the shotgun. Niners bring the house. No, they drop it. Goff, out route, Laporta. The other tight end, Firksker. Is he in? At the 2, out of bounds. Clock will stop. Anthony Firksker stepped out of bounds, short of the goal line. Great spot by the officiating crew. He's at the 1. 2nd and goal. 1:10 to play. I'd love to run the ball, but you don't have the time to do it. Craig Reynolds in the game. Trips right. Rolling right. There's nobody there. Goff got to throw it away. Out of bounds, incomplete. Does so. 1:05 to go. I never liked the rollout rights. I never liked them. 1:05 to go. Lions down by 10. The Lions defense has 0 stops this half. 0. Goff under center. Handoff to Montgomery. He's not going to get it. Do you call a timeout or do you go quickly here? Oh, they're going to call timeout. Oh, boy. Now you got to set yourself up for a 2-point or for an onside kick here potentially. Fred Warner blowing it up for a loss of yardage. 1 minute to go. Lions down to 2 timeouts here. Of all your decision making, that might have been the worst one yet to call your timeout there. But you bleed the clock down. You're going to be in a tough position. It's just, you're kind of setting up for an onside kick here no matter what. Now your timeouts barely matter. You can run the ball again here because you got to go for the onside kick no matter what. Fourth and goal, they're going to go for it. Caught, touchdown Lions. Jamison Williams scores, and he's going to hobble off the field. They'll go for 1. It's a good throw by Goff. Williams kind of landed awkwardly, held onto it. Nice play by Jamison Williams. Had an awesome game despite the drop. So extra point here. And it's good. I think your issue there on that last play, on the 3rd down play, was running it. Cost you a timeout. 56 seconds left here. 2 timeouts. Is it onside kick time or not? You're down by 3. 34-31. This turned into, by the way, a backdoor cover game. After it was a 17-point lead in the first half. The first points of the half for Detroit. A 2:06-minute drive. I will say, your defense wasn't going to get a stop, I don't think, on the ground. So I would go for the onside kick here. That's what I would do. 2 timeouts for both teams. Jennings and Chris Conley are your deep hands guys. I would go with Conley. And timeout, Niners. 56 seconds left. Like the video and sub if you haven't already. A lot of moments that will haunt this Lions team if they don't win this game. The fumble, the drops, the 4th down plays, all of them. And when you blow a 3-score lead, normally an indictment on your coaching staff. It's a great throw by Goff, by the way. So onside kick time. The Lions could get the ball back if they kicked it, but they'd have like 10-ish seconds left, somewhere, maybe 16 seconds, be about it. Wouldn't be much. Jennings and Conley are the hands guys here. Michael Badgley, the kicker, aiming to the right side towards Conley. Ball was lined up pretty straight. High kick. Touched by the Lions. Kittle dives on it. I think that went 10, and one of the Lions guys did not catch it. Did it go 10? A high kick. No, it didn't go 10. Did not go 10. Would have been flagged, or should have been flagged. George Kittle dives on the onside kick. Illegal touching. It was touching. I think that was Jason Kabinda. Which, by the way, if he doesn't touch it, I think it goes 10 yards. Crazily enough. So 53 seconds. It's actually Craig Reynolds, not Kabinda. 13 versus 43. Say, move over those entries, Chris. $56 seconds left. 2 timeouts for Detroit. Best case is they have to go 80 yards with like 15 seconds. Best case? Probably more like 10 seconds. If that, you just take a high deep kick and bomb it out of the end zone. They now say 55 seconds. Use check the single back. Elijah Mitchell, by the way, in the game. McCaffrey's banged up. 1 or 2, 3 yards, no gain there. Elijah Mitchell's the running back. Christian McCaffrey is banged up. Lions call timeout. 49 seconds left. Second and 8.
Makes you wonder if you just kind of take the snap and run backwards just to waste another 4 or 5 seconds to try to get it down under 40.
You just got to get under 40 on these next 2 plays, which you're in range. Maybe do like an outside toss. That's dangerous, though, because the ball's out of the hands. Handoff to Mitchell. Mitchell is going to get 2 yards. Timeout called, maybe a yard. 47 seconds. The Niners, that's all that stands in the way of advancing to the Super Bowl against the Chiefs. The logo conspiracy theorists going to have a tough time now. All red. 3rd and 6. An unreal comeback here. A 27 unanswered run from down 17. The Niners lead the Lions 34-31. 7 more seconds is all they need here to get to the 40 mark. Purdy, hands off to Mitchell. Mitchell is going to get stood up, and there's going to be a 1.5-second difference here. You go shotgun or under center, toss, whatever it is. They have to run one more play here. But there is a 1.5 difference. That's all that's left. There's going to be 1 second here on the play clock. They might reset that. Delay of game. 1 second. So snap and a kneel down is all the Niners need. And they will pull off one of the greatest comebacks in NFL playoff history. Down by 17 at the half. 27 unanswered points, and they will cling to a 3-point lead. Purdy kneels, and the Niners win. What a finish. Hawkeyes is right. What a game. The Niners are Super Bowl bound. Who you got? Niners or Chiefs? What a performance and what a finish. Shanahan's waiting for Dan Campbell at midfield. There's a lot of celebration and stuff in between those two guys. We'll do our jersey raffle entry right now here, folks. I don't think Campbell can find Shanahan either. They're both looking at opposite sides of the field looking for each other. There, they met up. Niners 34, Lions 31. What a game that was. That is an all-timer. We will do a duck race to determine the winner of the jersey entry here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I may have said 3 twice. We are off. The duck race. Josh. No, that's Steve with a narrow lead in the purple duck. Jeffrey Ward in a Spider-Man duck, always fun, in second place. And Cliff in a pirate duck, I do believe. See Q Credo, his 2 ducks, clinging not far behind. J-Dub is in there. Spider-Man duck trying to take the lead. Steve Simmons holding a narrow lead here with 20 seconds left. Q Credo, pulled a hammy. So did Steve. Jeffrey Ward clinging to it. Fresh Fin 72 in second. 2 Jeff Ward ducks slowing down. Slowing down. Here comes T-Dog Productions. T-Dog Productions wins by a hair. Another fourth quarter comeback. This time it's T-Dog Productions in I'm going to call it a Harry Potter duck. Got the hat and the broom. T-Dog, congrats. Email me, tom@chatsports.com. tom@chatsports.com. And I will get your info for the custom jersey. Thank you, T-Dog. Cheers to everyone who tuned in. What a game. That is going to go down as an all-timer in NFL playoff lore. The 49ers take down the Detroit Lions. We will have a Super Bowl 58 preview for you later on this evening. Make sure you are subscribed, and we will see you guys tomorrow for more NFL videos. Appreciate everyone who tuned in. Niners, Chiefs, Super Bowl 58.